Hello and welcome back to Dirty 20s D&D. My name is Kieran and I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight's game of Icarius, the Black Between the Stars. Joining me we have Sophia, Rose, Morgan, and Gracie, ready to take this show on the road or into space where there are no roads. Whatever. Our announcements this week. I'm not really sure that there's much. We have finally begun our introductory video relaunch dealio on the main channel, where every week or two a new fundamental facet of the game will be explained. And hopefully through that people will get the info that they've needed or that they've missed to become better players, or more so what I intend is for them to become more comfortable players. And after that, not really much. We have a Patreon. It exists. Rose,
Check
how
it
do
out.
you feel about how the Lions performed now that they're basically done?
I'm fuck the Packers. I'm proud of them. Yay, Lions. If the Seahawks had lost and the Lions played last week against Seattle, Lions would have put up a better fight than the Seahawks.
All right.
The Bengals play today, though, and I'm in Ohio right now. So right now we're Team
Okay.
Bengals. Let's go.
I'm
All
Team
right.
Bengals. My Nona lives in Cincinnati. We're rooting for the Bengals,
Yeah.
everybody.
We're like
Okay.
5 minutes from the Ohio border. We'll go for it.
Yep.
Other than that, does anyone else have anything that they want to announce or say or?
Keep an eye on the Velvet Crypt social medias. We're going to be posting some stuff before the end of January, trying to get a lot of stuff kickstarted, but with both of us being employed, it's kind of hard. But, soon things will be on there, so just keep an eye out. Pay attention to it. It's really cool.
All right. That is an order. It is not optional.
No, you have to, or I'll find you.
Yes. All right. And with all that being said, I think it's time we begin tonight's game of Icarius, the Black Between the Stars. Last time, you all began in the dreamscape, facing down a gelatinous cube. You were nearly forced back into the swinging axe trap that you all just passed, but with a series of guiding bolts, magic missiles, arrows, and rapid flurries of kicks and punches, you managed to tear the cube apart and to continue on towards the final chamber. You solved a puzzle involving connecting a glowing snake on the wall, during which ominous red text foretold your dooms at the Lich's hand. But you pressed on and entered the final chamber, in which you saw numerous traps, as well as the Lich King, who was actually a demi-lich that tore free from the rest of their body and launched itself at you with a volley of dust and lasers. Bellaris, evidently at some point, forgot that this was a simulation and freaked out when Dr. Hadley died, but was only reminded once the Lich was defeated and you all were removed from the dreamscape. In the outside world, you all headed to Jimmy's, the bar, to begin plotting your next mission, which you decided was to head to Kassar, and to try and get some more information about the astral war that was encroaching on your plane. And also to reconnect with Athena Delmain, one of the people, the noble that you saved in your very first meeting. And by your, I mean Dr. Hadley and Bellaris, not the other two of you who
The one.
weren't there yet. Your plan was to head to some sort of guild hall for food, probably. That's what you guys decided on. To barter for transport between worlds. But before all of that, you also wanted to consult the recent news concerning assassinations, either attempted or successful, and to try and see if you missed anything else relating to this war. And that's where we begin today, with you all leaving Jimmy's and in some fashion getting up to date and a ride off of this rock.
Easier said than done.
Yes.
So, I think we wanted to go to a library. What else? You just told us literally everything.
Yes.
We wanted to go to a library. I know I wanted to go to a temple if there is one. I don't
Yes.
think there probably is, but there might be. And
I
then we
wanted
wanted
to.
market? Question mark? Supplies?
I don't know.
I don't know if we need anything.
Yeah. I wanted to write a letter home, so I just need to. I can do that at the library though,
Alright.
and then just stop and drop it
And
off in
then
the mail.
Space Post Office.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Post Office.
Yes.
um.
Okay. So, do you want to split up, or do we want to do these as a group?
Okay. So, from player standpoint, we should probably split up, but make sure you send smart people to the library.
Well, okay.
No, I'm not
You
saying that
trying
we're
to
not
say
all
something?
smart. No. Please, don't
I
split up the
think
group.
Bella and I should go.
I think no. You're both very capable. You're both very capable, but also if you send me to go barter our way onto a ship, I'm gonna get shot and die because I can't talk to literally anybody ever. So my charisma is -2.
Well, okay,
Please help.
my persuasion is a
Wait,
plus
how is your
5,
charisma
so-
-2?
It's not. I think it's just 0.
It
I
is.
was
It is
goofing.
just 0. It
Mine
just
is
popped up on the screen, and I'm just like,
Oh.
charisma 10. And I'm like, that's
I
fine.
was goofing. I apologize. It's just 0.
Okay.
I'm just bad at it.
Wait, Hadley, what is your investigation?
Let me look. You know, when I said these things, I should probably have been looking at my character sheet. It's fine. Hold on.
Well, like I'm trying to compare, so like what is
No,
it?
you're good. I'm trying to find.
Oh,
My
okay.
computer is
I
like a
see what
nightmare
you
right
mean.
now.
You just weren't at your sheet yet.
No, I was not.
Okay, that's okay. I thought you looked at it and you said it's
You
fine.
said investigation
Yes.
+2, but my insight is like a +7. So
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's better than mine.
I'm really good at insight. I
Okay.
know everything.
What about your history?
Probably not that great. Oh no, it is. I think it is. History is +4.
Okay, so you should go to the library because
Probably.
my insight is -1 and my history is a 3. So I feel like you're better for that. And my persuasion is a +5.
Okay.
So I could probably.
Okay, so here's an idea. Why don't, Clementine, you write your letter, I'll take it with me to the post office, and then you and Belle can go persuade some people to let us get on a ship, and we'll go to the library.
Kieran, can I get like, whatever it's called, like a bonus since I'm a guild merchant? Should I get us on a merchant ship?
That will come into play, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Let me just scribble on some paper a letter,
I guess,
and then
So we're going to procure a ship.
you and Clementine are gonna go and get a ship, and then if all else fails, we take some money, go get supplies if we need them. And then me and Gwynril are going to the library and possibly to a temple. Is that okay with you, Gwynril? I didn't really ask you. I'm so sorry.
I'm not
Consent
good at
is
anything.
important. Well,
So,
that's okay.
I'm down for the ride.
That's fine. You're good at keeping me, a frail, fragile human being, safe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But there was something else I was gonna say that we might need to do. I think that's pretty much everything on the checklist. Unless
I have
anyone
genuinely
else
no clue.
can think about literally anything. Okay, then we should be fine.
Alright.
Maybe okay, we'll go to the library first. Because part of my whole thing was I wanted to like talk to my god about whether or not getting involved in shit is a good idea.
You could always go there first, the temple.
Yeah, that's true. But I think I should have all the information first. So I'll go to the library. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
So,
Yeah.
do either of you, who wants to go first, essentially? Because we have to do these asynchronous style.
I don't care either way.
We'll go first. Let me get my
Okay.
note paged up. Hold on, wait. Because I know there's going to
Okay.
be information here that I'm going to need to write down. This is session 12.
12, yes.
Okay, thank you. It's been a minute,
It has.
like
It's
a week,
been 2 weeks.
2. But we're back together. Yay.
We are.
Also, just to tell you all and also fans, there will likely be a time. There will definitely be a time in February where we will not play on one of the weekends because I will be up in Traverse City for work. But it should hopefully only happen the one time, but we will see. It might be 2 weeks in a row. I'm hoping it will only be one.
If
We'll
we
just have
end
to see.
up getting a calendar or anything put together, like as a group.
No, I need to
collectively-
do that.
No,
I will.
I'm just... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I will do one for February because I'm gonna be out of town a lot because one of the hospital's contracts expires and it's the one that I'm working on. So, February is a shorter month and a busy month. So I feel like that.
Yeah.
Even if, you know what, worst case scenario, I will just. No, you know what, Kieran, after this, can you help me do a calendar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, when we get that all squared away for everybody, I'll post it on social media so that we know, like,
Okay.
people know when we're playing, when we're not playing, so we don't,
Yes.
like, if a last minute thing changes, I'll announce it. I normally try to. But if you'll know what weeks we're on and off, and I'll post reminders, but it's just easier
Yes.
because we'll have a reference point to know. You know?
Cool.
Okay. Anyway, I have my notes now.
Cool. So you said you guys want to go to a library.
Yes.
There would be a library a little bit off from the downtown, an older style kind of building. It would just be, I mean, think like the best image that I have for this is it's very similar to the Boston Library in Fallout 4 and real life because they look identical.
Okay.
They're the same thing. It's got like marble columns and that roof, but it's also got kind of more piecemeal, artsy, almost like blocks as like the walls. And as you approach it, you would see the building doesn't look like it gets too many visitors. As you get near it, you notice that there's a sign on the door that says they have a metal detector and to leave all weapons and such, like to not bring them in. It's a public library. So,
Do they have like a coat check for my gun? Or am I gonna leave it on the sidewalk?
I
have
think
a bag
you'll
of
have
holding.
I think you'll have to head in there and figure it out, or you could
Okay.
know of a safe place. You guys also have a bag of holding.
Yeah, I didn't know if they would. I mean, if a metal detector would detect the metal in the bag of holding.
It's an extra
We'll find
dimensional
out.
space.
True. That's true.
You
Okay,
know,
cool.
so you know everything about the bag of holding.
Yeah.
You're also really smart. You don't
Yeah,
think that
not
anything
me.
in the bag of holding would
Okay.
trigger a metal detector.
Okay. Then I'll just slip any metal weapons that I have,
Mhm.
or any visual
Yeah.
weapons I have, visible weapons.
Mhm.
Gwynril, do you want me to put your stuff in here?
Yes, please.
So we're full with the hand moments and everything. So I'll throw everything into the bag
Okay.
just in case.
As you walk through the doors, I'm assuming, you would see quite a large space. It's separated by a central like walking path. You can see on your left and on your right 2 rows of like standard computer terminals where you can access things on the internet, and then past those you can tell motion activated lights. They're all dark. The book section of the library that looks
awful.
like no one's gone back there in quite a while.
Great.
Okay.
But more immediately right in front of you, you can see that there is a security guard with a metal detector right in front of this door, and there's one on the other side as well. He just asks you to, empty your pockets, set your bags down, and he'll check through it whilst you walk through the metal detector. If you are truly putting all weapons inside of the bag of holding,
Yeah.
There is no reason for us to do anything more with this.
Okay.
You can simply walk on through.
It's a library. I think we'll be
is.
fine. I say
Um,
that, and then like 5 minutes from now, Kieran has a flesh-eating book lashed onto my face.
but
But it's fine. It'll be fine.
you know what's more deadly than a new Lamborghini? Knowledge.
What? Oh my god.
So yes, you continue on through, and I'm assuming since you want to look at recent news stories, you will also be disregarding the books in favor of just a computer terminal.
Probably.
Yeah.
Unless I find something I think I need to go deeper with.
Okay. So you can head on over there, access Boogle.dom, and look at
Fantasy
those-
Google.
Fantasy Google. So specifically, what are you searching? I am your browser.
Yeah,
today.
no, of course. Nice to meet you. I guess I want to start by looking up Githyanki and Mind Flayer conflicts.
Okay.
Just general kind of stuff.
Could you please roll me an investigation check as you scroll past 8 different ads and
Yeah, absolutely. Do.
Can I like snoop around while she does this?
yeah, sure. Snoop around how? What do you want to look for?
I'm not really looking for anything. I'm just
Perusing.
perusing
Okay.
a little.
Scuttling around.
Maybe I'll peek my head back by the little books because it's spooky and I like it.
Okay.
I got a 15, by the way.
15? Okay.
Great, but you know.
A 15 investigation check is actually what you needed.
Oh, good.
As you notice Gwynril walk past you and just start looking around the library, you scroll down to like the you click the second page, and you find the following headline over top of a pretty reliable, you trust it news source: illegal dragon warship uncovered and stolen by interdimensional pirates.
Okay.
And you can
Is
just
there
see
any more to it?
well, yeah, that's the headline. You're
Oh,
literally
yeah.
you're literally looking on Google. That's the headline.
Yeah, I wanna look more into that.
Okay, so you click on the website and you start reading down, and you can find that a secret draconic military outpost has recently been revealed by a battle. You can read that both Gith and Mind Flayers breached into the realm right next to this thing and began to fight. The traveling outpost was heavily damaged in the ensuing fight, and the 3 Githyanki Dragon Riders were killed. The only survivors of the Calamity Logistics Administrative War Dock, which was the name of this illegal draconic warship,
Yeah.
were those who abandoned ship. They reported this to the police on the nearest world of Azora, and they also reported the fact that the Mind Flayers entered the war dock with their nautiloids and jumped into hyperspace with it. So, you would be aware, and it's not really been too relevant yet, that the Draconic Empire has to report basically every single thing that they do back to the Sapia Conclave, because they tried to enslave the entire galaxy at one point.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like Japan nowadays, where they can't let their military get too crazy, otherwise everyone's got to
people are
step
watching.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So to get this clear,
Yeah.
making sure I understand
Yeah.
Mr. Search Engine.
yes. Call me
So-
Jing or Dodilla Dire Docs. I don't know. I can't.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I love that one though. I could never say it. I got a list. But so to get this clear,
Yes.
the Githyanki discovered, or did pirates discover,
So
or are they the same?
the
This war
headline to
Okay.
the article was that an illegal dragon warship, which was the war dock,
Yeah.
was uncovered due to this battle and stolen by interdimensional pirates, which is what they're referring to the Mind Flayers as. because
Oh
they
shit!
they
Okay.
popped in and hijacked this thing after
Oh.
their fight with the Gith did some pretty heavy damage to it. But they're just like,
Yikes.
this is ours now.
So there's just a lot of shit going on, it seems, right, in
So-
this
So it's like,
situation.
Yeah.
fuck the mind flayers, like they're the ones that are
Well, to be fair,
instigating things.
there's
or
not
no?
supposed to be a warship. Is
Yeah,
an illegal draconic warship?
Yeah,
as
that was
well.
not supposed to be there.
That's not supposed to be there.
So they're both fucked up.
And
Yeah.
also the Githyanki, did
They all died in this fight.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So the Mind Flayers and the Draconic Empire are like not super awesome right now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I
I had to get that in my
will
brain.
also reveal to you with your 15 that when you back out of this, look for stuff relating to assassinations, there's been nothing. Or if there have, they've just been very successful with covering it up because you don't like recent assassinations, there's like nothing. The most you get is from like probably years ago. It's just like on Earth. It's like, when's the last time some like
There's not even anything about Athena Delmain and the attempted assassination on her.
Oh,
we were involved
no,
in?
the most recent things on Athena Delmain is the stuff you'd expect from like celebrities. It's like what their catalog was for the last season.
But they didn't say anything about the fact that she was attempted to be murdered.
Nope.
That's weird. That's suspicious. I'm writing down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. What else do I need to know about? I guess I would like to better understand, maybe, the relationship between the Githyanki and the Sapia Conclave, and if there's anything of importance there.
Okay. Can you roll me a new investigation check?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, I'm like shifting
fine.
gears. That's pretty
Sorry.
much everything I needed to know from that one. That's not as good. Uh-oh. Not even a little bit. A 10.
You try a couple different, like keyword entries. You're just like trying to mash things together to get the results that you want. The most important thing you get is that, I don't know, like 6 months to a year ago, there was a Gith that was captured, like, by technically a planet associated with the Sapia Conclave. It was I shut down. Completely
okay.
shut down.
It happened.
It was just captured by
Alright.
Azora. Just captured by Azoran forces. Like, they were just riding, like, around the atmosphere of it, probably trying to do, I don't know, something. They never revealed it. And they were captured there, but they were gone, like, the next day. It's like they just clipped out of reality. Just gone.
You keep saying I'm gonna write that down. You keep saying things keep disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, clipping out of reality.
Mm-hmm.
There's some fucking time travel weird bullshit, astral plane shit going on here. We're in space. I know it. I got a feeling in my bones.
Gwynril. I figure we just jump over you for a quick second. What were you looking at amongst the books? The old texts.
Ooh.
Good question.
You could
Great
look up.
question, even. I don't know. I feel like I don't know much about what you're researching, just from what you guys have said. I'm still trying to catch up in my brain.
Yeah. What you could look up? Would there be anything about There isn't a formed group around like Isabella and the council. There isn't a name for that group yet, right? I forget. I didn't write it down. I'm so sorry.
Oh, they've called themselves Silence or the Silence Group.
I didn't know if there would. You could try and see if there was anything there if you wanted to look somewhere.
Yeah, I'm more.
But there might
interested
not
in
be
her,
anything in
yeah.
text about them.
Yeah, maybe not. I'll search for it though. Like, I'll
Okay.
give it a valiant effort.
Alright.
You can also look up mid-raw stuff.
If you want to head back to terminal, yep, and just start typing in stuff, you can feel free to roll an investigation check and see what you find. And then you can also let me know what your exact question was, or what general keywords you wanted to try and find information.
Okay. I'm really good at nothing. Good at jumping around.
Just make
That's
an
what I'm good
effort.
at.
That's all you need, babe. It's okay. We have our strengths.
Yeah. I don't even know how to type. I imagine that I'm like clicking around like my grandma when she sees a computer. 4.
Like 4. Yeah, I mean, like, you click on a couple things, and all of a sudden there's like a million pop-ups on the screen.
I get
It's like-
distracted, yeah.
Yeah, you get distracted. You start
I
like,
forget what I'm doing.
yeah, you start playing Bloons Tower Defense.
No! Oh my god.
God damn it.
I tried.
She's playing
Yeah, I'll say
Minesweeper.
because they're a quite secretive group. You don't really find very much on them, if anything at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that you'd find very much.
They are pretty stealthy.
So I guess I would like ask Dr. Hadley, what did you find? I saw you were like scribbling very frantically over here.
Well, I found out that there was a recent issue where there was a draconic war dog that was illegal that was discovered by there was just a lot of shit going on that I could describe if I wanted to in depth, but maybe I won't.
Yeah.
The pirates are I'm trying to figure out so draconic warship pirates are separate. Those are the mind flayers.
Yes.
And so the warship discovered just a place of mind flayers? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I asked this so we could both very much clarify what we're finding.
Apologize.
Technically, the mind flayers are separate. They committed the crime of piracy by boarding and stealing the ship. That is why the word pirate was used.
I thought that the draconic warship discovered the pirates, and I was like, okay, I got it.
The term pirate was used because they committed the act of piracy.
Okay, so the mind flayers discovered this draconic warship, stole it from them, basically.
Yeah.
And a bunch of Gith were killed in the crossfire.
Yeah, and I would say that you would assume the goal might not have originally been to steal the warship, because the Gith and mind flayers breached at the same time. They had their battle, and then it got stolen.
Yeah.
But it happened.
It's a good asset to have.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
There's not a lot of information given about it, but the fact that at least 2 nautiloids managed to get into the thing completely meant that this was not just a regular warship. This is like massive.
Big.
Very big.
Bad, could hurt people majorly. Okay. That is good to know. Alright, and then there's nothing about assassinations anywhere. Like, even the one that we were there, the attempted one that we stopped, there was no report, and she's like a famous lady, so if there was an attempted assassination on her, there probably should have been something out in the world about that.
I just
probably? Yeah. You go. But no, that's pretty much all I found. Unless we want to look up anything else. You didn't find anything else?
I got distracted.
That's okay. I respect it. It's totally fine.
I played solitaire. I can't
Hey!
lie.
And that's alright. We got the information that we needed. Nope, no harm, no foul. I don't think there's anything else I need to learn about. I could be nosy and look up some of my own shit really quickly. But as I see Kieran go and pull up my I don't know. No, I'm good. Okay. So that's the information that we needed from the library. Is there anything else you can think of that we might need, Gwynro?
I don't think so. I think.
Okay.
You wanted to go to the temple?
To
Is that what you also
the
wanted?
temple.
Or are we
Alright.
gonna shoot back here?
We are gonna shoot across.
Yeah.
Valaris, Clementine, you guys were gonna go pick up supplies and then go to secure a ship, correct? Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Well,
What supplies do we need?
I don't know.
If you
Let's
want
just
to
go
take
see what we can
anything.
Let's just go see what we can find, I guess.
Okay.
and then
I mean, like, you know.
before, I was just gonna say before, Gwynrill and Dr. Hadley left, I gave them the note to take to the
Oh, yes.
post office.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't forget.
I
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah.
I will do that before we go to the temple.
I
will take
literally
it to the
haven't written my family in 10 years, so.
I got it clutched to my chest.
10 years?
It's there.
You better not
Okay.
lose it.
I'm not.
So, what shops you guys have already been to. If there's anything you want to run by, pick up, if you want to grab
you,
some ammunition.
We have.
Can you jog my memory about what the options are? It's been a while.
There's a magic item shop, there's a blacksmith, there's a guns shop, there's the cybernetic place, a bookstore, clothing shop.
The magic place sounds not like a bad idea.
Okay. So it was the solemn spell run by the little gnome guy.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So you want to go there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I don't know. Clem, what do you think? Cool.
Good
Okay.
to me. I have a few ideas.
So, you return to the solemn spell, the familiar interior of wooden bookshelves filled with scrolls and tomes, the racks filled with staves. Along the back wall, there's that same curtain. And within moments of you entering, you hear like a chair scrape from behind it, and like marching out is like a little 3-foot tall gnome with his arms like up wide. You dare to show yourselves here again? After what you did to me?
So sorry.
What did we
Had a lot going
I don't even
on.
remember. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast, dude. I'm
You
so
left
sorry.
me
Take
here!
him out. We were supposed to take him out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mm.
You went there.
Would you like to
apologize.
go? We could go have some lunch.
Yeah, that's why we're here. That's
Yeah.
why we're here.
Holy shit.
He looks back up at you.
Sorry.
Mm-mm. Fine, give me a minute. And he
Yeah.
heads back to the back. And if you two want to say anything to each other when he's getting ready.
Where are we gonna take him? Do you have money?
I got 13 gold pieces.
Okay. I have 0.
Oh my god. We
I
did not plan
imagine I
this well.
gave you guys money before we
Okay,
left.
cool.
Hold on. I will hold on. Where the fuck?
Yeah, if you
Jesus
sent them to get
Christ.
supplies and didn't give them any money.
I know, Kieran, I'm a great parent. I'm aware. Hold on. Where's the fucking
You have 402 gold in the bag of holding.
Just, I gave y'all like 100 gold. You're fine.
Okay,
Get what
we
you
have
want.
enough to take him to a small lunch.
We'll just subtract whatever you spend off of what
Do
it is.
you who has the drugs? The
I'm sorry, what?
psilocybin. The psilocybin.
The silly Simon. It's probably in the bag of holding, so I probably have it.
Wait,
Okay.
the what?
The
Oh,
what we
You-
smoked.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that's not written anywhere, so someone's got to have it in their inventory. I don't know
Okay.
where.
Why, Rose? Are
Well,
we?
ow. In case he wanted some.
Okay. You can
In
be the
case
one to
he
offer.
wanted some.
I don't want him pissed at us.
Yeah.
All right. So in a couple moments, you remember his name, or at least I would hope that you remember his name as Bigelow Brindley.
Big leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm giving you
I
guys the
just-
benefit of the doubt, seeing as how it was like 4 days ago.
Thank you.
We've had a lot. You know what? We were in a virtual reality, like
Yeah,
time.
Lars
was
literally
having
forgot
that
what was
then.
real for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought I
you
died.
can't fault me.
Okay. So he comes back out, like with a like cleaned off like black robe, and like a more normal style like shorter wizard's hat. It's like, and he's got a little cane staff that he's walking along on. He's like, "Where are we going?"
Well, what's your favorite place to eat at, Bigelow?
I'm quite a big fan of the Travelers establishment next door. They only pop in and out every so often. It's kind of like a seasonal place. Let me remember exactly what it's. I'll just walk next door. And
Okay.
so you walk out the front door, turn, and like 2 shops down, you see this little stand out front for like the Travelers. I fucking notes. It's like 2 pages away, and I don't want to
It's
look.
because Kieran can't remember the name, not because Bigelow can.
No, yes, because it's like pages away.
But it's only 2 doors down, Kieran.
Yeah.
It is only 2 doors down.
The sign is smudged, so we can't read what the name is.
It's
Don't
called,
worry,
no,
we'll
it's
can't
not. It's called the
remember.
trap.
We'll be in space soon on an isolated spaceship, so we can't ask you the name of every shop
I know.
within the 50-mile radius
It's
and
called
what
the
they have in
travel-
stock.
The Traveler's Knives Edge.
What a clever
Good
name.
job.
Are they open?
Yes, they are. It's they are open.
Okay. Let's go there.
I wouldn't have gone through all that effort if it wasn't open.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, find a new place.
Could you imagine if he was like, yeah, here's all this information about it. Actually, they're closed. Fuck off. Never come back again.
Seasonal. I don't know if we're in the seasonal part of that.
Okay, so you guys walk just a few doors down, and you come to it's got the building has these like more open style glass windows in the front, and as you walk in, you can see that there's tables dotted around. It's kind of like a lunchy place. There's like white tablecloths and all of these like metal backed chairs. And you can see that there's only like a small counter up front, and you can see the doors to the kitchen and the bathrooms over on the back wall. You can see that as you walk in, Bigelow, clearly having gone here quite often, just like places his hand up on the counter. He's just like, the 3 of us are just gonna go over there, and he like points to a random table.
I love.
I love him.
Mm-hmm. And so he like leads you guys to a table, even though at the front desk it said, "Please wait to be seated." And
He knows a guy.
He knows what he wants, and he goes for
We
it.
should
He
have
does.
taken him out sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what
I like a man with a commanding presence.
is there anything that you guys would like to talk about before the servers come? We're not going to really go through this whole thing,
The date with Bigelow.
or I could make you go through this whole
That's
thing
what
as
the title
punishment.
of this episode should be called when it drops.
Date with Bigelow. And also other random unimportant shit.
Yes.
Except it's
So Bigelow, how did you get into magic?
Well, many moons ago.
Oh, jeez.
it fades out.
I'm gonna
It fades out.
Yeah,
we ordered
we ripple fade to a young Bigelow.
God.
He is walking out in the woods of a
Polaris
distant
orders another
world
beer.
when out of nowhere a rock falls and hits him on the head, and then he wakes up a month later. All of a sudden, his body is glowing and he's levitating, and whenever he moves his hand, magic happens. And they told him that somehow he just got a concussion and woke up as a sorcerer.
That's a wonderful,
shit.
wonderful life to live.
Yeah.
He, without an arcane focus, like basically right next to him at all times, Bigelow genuinely might just explode with magic.
Oh.
He is an uncontrollable wild magic sorcerer.
Oh my god.
He reveals to you, you know, I don't normally say this, but I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if you've heard of wild magic sorcerers, but normally it's like the wild magic is really random. You never know when it's gonna happen, and you never know if it's gonna be good or bad. With me, every time I cast a spell, it's always something happens. It's always a fun time with me.
That's how spells work.
I'm sure
Something does happen when you cast them.
No,
You're a
well, you're not
lucky
there.
guy.
I know, I'm sorry.
I was gonna respond to you for a second.
I got all warm and cozy.
That's cute.
That's so cute.
I got it on Amazon. Look,
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's got pockets.
Pockets!
it's big. It's
Anyway.
cold in our house all the time.
Not in my office right now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it is in my office.
Bigelow, show me a trick.
I don't want to blow up the restaurant. How about when we leave?
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm holding you to it, Bigelow.
All right. And
This is big talk for a
Oh,
Little
man.
guy.
for you.
I'll let that one slide. So I'm assuming that you guys just have a normal lunch with a little weirdo. And afterwards, he is absolutely happy to go back to his shop where he's got a side room for testing magical items that you all can walk into. And there's no like safety wall or anything like a firing range. It's just an isolated room with maybe some targets on the wall. And he's like,
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna cast a magic missile and we'll just see what happens.
Oh, jeez.
And so he brings his little staff out. Hold on to your butts! I gotta roll a D100. Because every single time Bigelow casts a spell, it triggers wild magic.
What a life to live.
Well, it's first level and above, so cantrips don't work. So, because
Okay.
that's the usual wild magic rules. But usually, when you cast a spell with wild magic, you have to roll a d20, and the rarity of the thing, like it becomes easier and easier to wild magic every time. Him, yeah, he every single time. Amazing. Okay, so as Bigelow winds back and like what the fuck is his name from Dragon Ball when he goes does the old guy who does the Kamehameha wave, but all of a sudden he gets it's like Roshu, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Roshi,
Yeah.
Master Roshi, there you go.
Fan.
As he does this, you watch as like his arms burst out of his sleeves and he casts a magic missile and it just like destroys all three of these like targets at the far wall. He's like, haha, and he like picks his confident stance, and then his hat falls off the back of his head and you watch he's got some like okay like black hair that's like, I don't know, like it's like short-ish but pulled into like a weird little knot in the back. But you watch as he's like in this pose, and all of a sudden, all of his hair flies out, and he's bald,
No.
left in the stance. It'll
You're
grow back.
more handsome than ever.
Your hat fell. Good trick though. Good trick.
You're very talented.
Thank you.
I'd want
He
you
picks
on
up
my
his hat
team.
and like pulls it really down far, so it's like right here. It's just
We
like
didn't even notice your hair falling off. We
Wait.
didn't notice.
I
Hang on. I might have. Oh no. Well,
ready to get my hopes up.
would
You have a wig?
No.
no.
I'm gonna
He's
mend
like-
your hair back onto your head.
That's the goal. The end of this campaign.
I'm sure this will grow back soon. I don't really remember. I think the last time this happened, I was less than conscious. But you never know what's gonna happen. There's like, I've had ridiculous things. I was a plant for an hour once. It was so weird. I could feel the sun, the energy, the power.
What?
I also couldn't move or talk. There was a big trade-off on that one.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
why plants can't move or talk.
Cracking up.
Think they would just become power hungry.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Scary.
um,
Nice seeing you. Can we go back to your store? There was a few things we wanted to buy.
Oh yeah, let's go. And you guys walk out of the room, and you're back into the main shop. What would you like to? You just want to peruse his stuff?
oh no, I'm looking not necessarily for a specific thing, but I say to Bigelow, I say, so I'm looking for just small magical items that I wouldn't have to attune to that would just help me in general combat. So, you know, it could even just be one-time use items, but things that are going to be worth 15 gold or less.
Ooh. And he starts
even
looking around as
exists,
I
I
also
don't
start
know.
looking around. I know exactly where to look, but that doesn't mean I can find things fast.
Momo, you're wearing my favorite t-shirt that you own.
Oh, thank you. I was
love
looking at
that
my
shirt.
spells really focused. I was like, thank you. I
Here we go.
appreciate it.
All right. Little thing. For combat though.
Or like just, you know, helpful.
You don't wear armor, so and he's like walking around the store like looking at his own price tag, seeing what he put things under.
Oh my god.
Your spell book is already fireproof. I can see that. How would you feel about? And he like reaches into like just some old little chest and he pulls out a 1 foot long rod. If you say a magic word, this rod gets 10 feet long. It's only 10 gold.
What do you do
Okay.
with the rod?
It's just a pole. If you need to touch something that's 10 feet away, or I'm assuming.
You can poke it.
Wait a minute.
Just a
And he like puts the rod like down on the ground, and he puts like both of his palms like right on top of it. Mazas! And you watch as he flies 10 feet up in the air, like launched as the rod gets like 10 feet long in an instant, and he's like just like flies off the rod, and you watch as he quickly like grabs onto the rod, Mazas! And it just like winds him back down to the floor, like really, really fast, and just like smacks his butt into the ground. It's like, well, if you also need to launch yourself 10 feet in the air, it works.
Okay. Well, how many is this like a unlimited time use or does it?
Yeah, it's just a collapsing pole.
Okay, I know it sounds stupid, but I'm actually interested. I feel like this could have many
Only
hidden
10
uses.
pieces.
Okay, keep it on the counter because I think I'm leaning towards buying this. What else you got?
I got a helmet that makes your
A
eyes glow red.
firecracker.
I
Wait,
got
what?
I got a helmet that makes your eyes glow red. You don't look like you're much in the style of helmets, though, unfortunately.
No. What else does it do? It just makes my eyes glow red?
Yep.
Great for
Okay.
Halloween.
Intergalactic Halloween.
Oh, these are interesting. And he looks at you, Clementine. I noticed there that you got a quiver on your back. How would you feel about picking up some arrows that will never break? You can never lose them. They glow only for the person who fires them. You gotta go pick them up still, but like they're easy to find and they won't snap.
How much?
It's 5 gold for 20.
Oh my god, that is not. But I'll take it.
All right, and
What?
for reference for you, Rose, that is 5 times the price of normal 20 arrows. Normally, 20 arrows are 1 gold.
Yeah,
But
these are magic arrows.
They are unbreakable arrows, which means that, yes, most importantly, most likely, the damage does count as magical. Although you don't get a bonus, these arrows count as magical. Whenever you finish a fight, unless the arrows have been, like, lost underneath lava, over a cliff, you will always recover the full amount back instead of half. And yeah, they won't break. If, someone, like a monk does something really cool, like, because they can catch arrows, they can snap the arrow in half. They can't snap your arrows.
I'm just gonna get 20 magic arrows.
All right, so you're gonna get 20 unbreakable arrows. Be specific when you write it down. Unbreakable and magic are different. So that was 5 gold. And the thing Bellaris bought, the collapsing pole, was 10 gold.
I'm using my own gold to pay for this, so not out of the 100.
Bellaris, are you using it from the 100?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I am, because I only have 6 silver, and that's the only money that I have. I don't have any other money personally, so I will have to use it.
The only, like, for cheap items, I think those would probably be the most interesting things that he's got. Because he's got a wand that will make you frown. Or scowl, actually. Scowl.
Okay.
But it doesn't stop you from doing anything. You're just scowling. Oh, he's got... Okay, this is interesting. He's got... And this is not very useful because you're a ranger, Clementine. He's got an orb that will always tell you which direction is north.
Okay. I can also look at a compass, can't I?
Yes. It's a magic compass.
Okay.
It's a magic compass.
Good. You didn't sell me on that one.
Yeah, no, I mean... Unless you want a tanker that you can't get drunk from, which that's... Literally, it's been sitting here for like 30 years. No one wants it.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I got nothing. I can sell you something that'll cost you 500 gold. It's pretty cool. But I don't think that's what you're in the market for. So...
I'm all set, Belle, unless there's anything else you want.
No.
Okay. And that means I'm assuming you guys are heading out of here?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys.
Okay. Well, bye, guys. I'll see you around. I'm assuming you just walk out without saying a single word.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Hadley and Gwynrill will now be heading towards the post office.
Yes, just to drop off this letter.
So, you have a letter in an envelope. They ask you, where's it going? Which I'm assuming Clementine told you.
I'm assuming it has an address on it as well.
And how urgently does it need to get there? Like, what speed priority are you gonna want? Do you want you want to pay for overnight?
Normal.
Or, like the normal
speed. Yeah,
All right.
Probably.
From
Well, it's important. We'll do overnight. She said she hasn't talked to them in 10 years. I forgot about that. We'll put it overnight.
Oh, okay. Overnight is gonna cost 600 gold.
Never mind. What's the normal speed?
Normal speed is 1 to 2 weeks, and it's going to only come in at 15 gold.
600 gold.
Okay, that's more doable. We'll do the normal one.
Yeah, for
then.
15
Sorry,
gold.
Clem.
What?
Your family gets to hear from you from 1 to 2 weeks from now because overnight was 600 gold.
In 10 years, they can wait another few weeks.
Okay, cool.
Oh, true. That's funny.
It will cost 600 gold to mail your letter.
Overnight.
Overnight,
Oh, okay.
because we are in space.
I see.
Because
And that's a really
at
far
that point,
place.
you have to get a really, really powerful wizard to cast a 7th level spell.
Yeah.
You have to be like, alright, now cast plane shift to deliver this mail.
Because somebody's mom needs to know. Anyway,
When you're done...
it's okay.
I can talk. When you're done with that, where would you like to go next?
I'd like to find at least a general like temple, or if I can find a temple for Kelowna, I would really love that.
Okay.
Although they are like normally based out of sewers,
Yeah.
so maybe that's not a great idea.
Well, so
Sewers.
you have already been towards the lower income districts of the city, those where the
Mhm.
disease would be more rampant. Would you like to head towards those again?
Yes, please.
All right. And now specifically with the inclination, looking for a temple or something that
Mhm.
could potentially be a temple, if not descript on the outside for Kelowna.
Yeah.
You guys want to give
I'll
me an investigation check?
Yeah, and I'll also put my
I-
I have like a little holy symbol that I'll like hang on my lab
Mhm.
coat pocket. It's like the triangle with the 3 tiers on
Yeah.
it. So I'll put that out as well in case people are looking.
Now, Gwynril, do you have anything to say to any of this?
I feel like you picked the right person to come with you.
I
did.
do too. Well, actually, you know what? Literally, kind of, you had your choice. There was one maybe wrong choice and 2 probably right choices.
Yeah.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just...
No, there's definitely probably gonna be some shit going down. You said investigation, correct?
I'm
Are they also
investigation
rolling?
or survival, since you're like kind of
Oh,
tracking.
survival is so much better. Thank you.
Am I also rolling for that as well?
You could investigation or
I
survival.
hate to interrupt, but it keeps cutting out very bad on my end, so I'm gonna leave really quick and
Okay.
come back in hopes that it will fix things. I will be
Okay.
back in just a second.
I got a 16 for survival.
All right. And Winrow?
I got an 11.
11. Okay.
We're good at this.
So with those,
Welcome back.
hello.
Howdy.
Just gonna wait
I
till you
don't
get your
know
camera
if-
going, and then I'm gonna double check this, and we're set. With those rolls, you would be able to. You're at first looking more so with your eyes than with anything else.
Also, before, in case we get like ambushed by anybody, I definitely took our weapons back out of the bag of holding
Yeah.
and gave them back to
I figured.
ourselves. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Covering my bases.
I was just making sure that it was obvious that this city does have some security in certain places.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, when you're first looking, you are both looking purely with your eyes, which is why you don't see what you need. But Dr. Hadley, once you start realizing that the temple to a goddess of disease will not be found by looking, it will be found by, well, feeling partially with your holy connection, and also you can probably smell that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of smell?
Well,
Disease.
disease, yeah.
Ew.
Typically
I was
they're
just curious. Ooh.
found near nexuses in the sewers and sorts of things like that. And so, Hadley, you start to lead more by faith. And with this, you wander down a street towards a downhill slope, towards a more abandoned section of what might have been like industrial worker apartments at one point. And you find that there was a tunnel a few hundred feet forward and to the right that leads down, and you can feel as a slight tug from your chest pulls you in that direction.
I'm gonna take my mask off as we enter the
Mhm.
tunnel
Mhm.
and like put it in the bag
Okay.
and just keep going. Gwynril, if you want, you can wait out here, but it's up to you.
I'm kind of curious.
Well, any questions? We're always
Okay.
open.
Can I tag? Is that allowed? Am I allowed to tag along? Am I not welcome in a temple?
I
How does
speak
that
for
work?
you. If any hostility happens, I will speak for you, and if they get too rowdy, then just go back out. I'll be fine.
Okay.
So, as you head down and down, the smell of old, musty sewers and just refuse building up, old sense of coal and dust begins to ache your boots and cover your clothing. And you reach a point. You reach essentially the bottom when it flattens out to like a maze of sewers. And there's a light trickling down from above that you can see on the ground has been scratched. The symbol of Bologna. What would you like to do?
Can I make an insight check to see if there's anybody here?
That
If
would be
I
that
realize
would be
there's anybody here?
perception,
Perception. Sorry,
yes.
you're right. Okay.
And Gwynril, because you're there, you could as well.
Cool.
I'm rolling like shit today. I'm not happy about it. That's a 14.
14's not
I'm
like
normally
not shit.
No, but like my like additives are really good. It's just that like my
Gwynril,
actual rolls
what
are
did you get
shit.
again?
21.
21, okay.
Oh, okay. Well
Yeah.
then.
So the two of you reach down at this point and you start, reaching out with your senses, trying to see or hear or notice anything off. And you think that you can hear faint groaning and moaning of sounds like someone's injured. But it doesn't sound like it's coming from any of the tunnels around you.
Mhm.
That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna do something I probably shouldn't do. I'm gonna cast light.
Okay. You cast
Just
light
in my
on
hand.
just something.
Just in my hand,
Yeah.
whatever. On like a bracelet or some shit.
Yeah. And you look around and there's nothing, but casting a spell in proximity of this, I'll say it works well enough. You notice that on the floor as you cast this spell, the symbol that's been carved into the ground glows at first a dull green, but it begins to get more and more putrid as it looks like this festering, poisonous, gaseous aura consumes it, and this entire central circular nexus of the sewer twists 5 degrees to the right, and then slowly begins to descend down and down with the two of you on it.
That's so cool.
And as you hear the grinding of stone and the descending of this pillar, you reach the bottom, and in front of you, you can see a large cavernous space with a massive statue of what looks like a person perpetually writhed with disease, a woman wearing draping robes, whose face has been scorched on the side, and whose hands are held to the sky, almost as if asking why. And surrounded by her, you can see probably dozens of beds of groaning, sickly individuals unable to die. Those are real. Those are not statues.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just see this massive space of people who had nowhere else to go and who chose to come to maybe not the best god to cure their illnesses. What would you like to do now that you entered the space?
I'm gonna walk up to the statue
Mm-hmm.
and kneel down, pay my respects, and all
Mhm.
that jazz before I do anything else.
Gwynro, I will say this one thing to you before we continue. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
As you enter the space, Gwynro, you see kind of like these scratchy flashes of outlines of faces, but the only thing that's clear are the two eyes, and you know this to be a symbol of someone that you are very familiar with, almost as if saying, "What are you doing in someone else's temple?" Just these flashes in your vision.
Oh my god.
And Dr. Hadley, we will cut
Okay.
back to you after you
Okay.
kneel down, pray, and offer respects. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn around because I'm assuming the statue you said was at the head of the room.
Yes.
Is it just the people in the beds, or is there anybody who looks like they're tending at all to them?
Yeah, I'd say that perhaps around the edges of the room you could notice some people who are standing in these red-ish robes with perhaps green chained necklaces bearing the mark of Telona as a pendant on. But they're not necessarily tending, more like overseeing.
Witnessing, yeah.
Yeah.
I will go over to one of them.
You come to bear with a
I'm gonna take my light out.
Yeah.
When I was up at the statue, sorry.
Mhm.
Should have specified.
That's fine. You come to bear with a it's a man who's got a blindfold over his eyes, and as you come up to him, he's, like I said, wearing a matching red robe with a green chain and dangling pendant of Tulona. As he opens his mouth to address you, hearing your footsteps, assumedly, you can see that his teeth are all black. And he's like, "Welcome, sister. Is there
Hello,
anything
brother.
that the caretakers can do for you?"
Do you have any private rooms? I wish to figure something out. I know that this isn't much of anything, but
Of course. And he walks around towards more the back of this large circular chamber, and he opens up a door towards what looks like a smaller worshipping chamber, perhaps with a lectern at the far end where someone could give some sort of speech away from all the runners in the other room.
the dying people, you know?
He's like, "Would that be all?"
Yes, thank you. I appreciate your hospitality.
And he backs up and allows you entry into the room.
I am gonna take my coat off and lay it on the ground and give a little kneel and sit. And I'm ultimately gonna cast Augury, or
Okay.
however the fuck
Augury.
you say that. Thank
Augury,
you.
yes.
with a southern accent, that shit's hard to say. Augury?
Augury.
There you go, augury.
Yeah.
But I want to do a short little prayer and see if me reaching out does anything before I cast my spell. You're good.
I will say that you with your short prayer you are simply giving respect.
Yeah, I reassurance more so. I have not been the best of followers recently because I haven't been very attentive to it, but I don't want her to think that I'm not grateful for what she's given me.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say thank you for giving me sanctuary in this place. It's hard to find a quiet moment in my situation. And although it's unsettling to most, I find this place to be comforting, which scares me a little bit. But I trust you. And in that, we're about to take a journey. And I'm not sure if we're going to get involved in something bigger than us. You brought me back for a purpose. And I still don't exactly know what that is. I have my own selfish motives, but there has to be more to that. If we get involved in all of the politics going on, how will it turn out? And then I'm gonna cast Augury.
We'll stretch the bounds of what augury can do.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sorry.
So your question more or less was, if you get involved in the conflict, which I'm assuming you're specifically referring
I'm
to
referencing like
Gith?
with the Githyank, yeah, the Gith, and all of that.
Yeah. How will that turn out? I would say your response would be, you feel a voice creep into the back of your mind, Dr. Hadley. That result has not yet been determined. But I will answer a question unasked, but one you are worthy of getting an answer to. You have been brought back to end a disease, scourge on your world. Now is not quite the time. One day, you are the weapon that will end the Aeon. You, the thing which they thought to unmake, will unmake them. Something fitting.
She wipes away a little tear. Of course. And
As for the war, I only have this small. There is no right side. There's only the side you choose to make right. I care not the side you.
Thank you. That's reassuring. All right. Okay. Cool. She's gonna get up and head back into the main room to find Gwynril.
All right. Winrow, what have you been getting up to?
I like to think that I'm kind of just like trying not to stare at everybody, but I probably am.
I will say Gwynril, that you notice one thing when you're in here.
Okay.
You notice on the far side of the room. You can't hear what happens, but you can see this, and if you want, you can intervene. You watch as one of the bedridden individuals raises a hand up, and like slowly turns it towards the statue, which their feet are pointing towards. And then you watch as one of the individuals in the red robes walks over to them, kneels down, lets the person laying down whisper to them. The robed person nods, stands up, reaches into the rope, pulls out a dagger, and stabs directly into the center of this chest and rakes it all the way down. And you watch as the person laying in the bed doesn't scream, doesn't cry out, simply expires. And as their hands drop to the side of the bed, they almost like turn into a greenish vapor and fly towards the statue, wrap around, and fade around it. The caretaker grabs their clothes and leaves the room.
Are you ready to go? Jogging.
Yeah.
None of my business. None of my business. Let's get going.
Okay. It's kind of fucked up, I'll be honest with you.
So,
I'm not...
and I can explain this to Dr. Hadley, who could then,
Yeah.
through my mouth, explain this to Gwynril.
I assume I know what just happened, but yeah.
Yeah, so this is a place where sick individuals come to essentially exist in their final moments for as long as they wish to hold on to their life. They are individuals who served Talona in life before they got too sick to, exist in their normal lives, and they continue to exist here. If they want, they could be, loved ones could come and see them for as long as they want, and when they're ready, they give their spirits to Talona. But essentially, this is a way for them to extend their lives, even if perhaps only to worship Talona for those last final moments.
It looks rather gruesome, but after you spend so much time in your life trying to understand the complications of death and what comes after and why it happens, having those last moments to dedicate to your death, the moment that makes you important to the woman, the goddess who gave you that intelligence, that awareness, a lot of people see it as a respectable death.
I completely understand.
But it is scary to look at. I get it.
I've seen my fair share of death.
Fair. We should probably get you out of here.
Where you catch something.
I would say it's kind of gross, and I didn't even give you like a mask. You got a beak, so that'd be kind of hard. But anyway, let's go.
Okay. Now, you guys are assumedly heading to where they will just have, in the future past, finished up acquiring a ship.
Exactly.
Right. Now, you guys, the last thing to do before you guys can meet back up was you guys wanted to get a ship. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There was nothing else that anyone wanted to do in the hub on Odiri.
No.
Cool.
Fuck this place.
Get out of here!
So, Bellaris and Clementine, you can feel free to head to an agricultural guild or whatever you find to be an agricultural guild and attempt to acquire a ship.
Clem, I'll let you. So wait, so you're a guild member, which means you might have better access or at least like connections to a ship, it sounds like, or is that?
Yeah, if we can find like a ship that's like run or owned by maybe another merchant. I am part of a merchant guild. So yeah, and something with food would be nice because maybe they'll give us some food.
Okay. You head towards the Odiri Incorporated Agricultural Transport Center, which is something more on the eastern side of the city where a lot of the extraterrestrial docks are located. This is somewhat of a guild hall, though in a more futuristic society, there's not really guilds. It's like a corporation. But you think it's not corporate enough that you might be able to swing it. So
Maybe some unions.
yeah. So you enter basically.
Yeah, we only do union ships in this group, folks. So it better be a union ship.
So this is an area of the city that none of you guys have really entered yet. It's the eastern ward, the lowlands more sort of, filled with like shorter buildings and larger open spaces for ships to come and go and not have to worry about hitting anything.
We're gonna have to roll for safety.
No. Not yet.
Not yet.
Hey.
So here it's here that without a whole lot of whatever, I'm gonna say that you find the building you're looking for. As you come across this short, sort of like steel framed, but with that modern stucco, some parts woodish exterior, big glass windows in the front, glass door. You can walk inside and see someone behind the reception counter.
Hello, fellow guild member. How are you today?
Hello, I'm sorry. We met. Hello, you work at another branch? So you see a human woman, reddish, with a little bit of blonde streaks, hair, like a white shirt with like suspenders and like a red plaid kind of skirt. She's like, so, okay, and what are you here for? Did you get transferred? Sorry.
Well, we have never met in person, but I do believe I've seen you in my dream.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
No, wait. Okay, and as she does this, can I maybe cast Friends?
Sure. Yes. Friends does not require a saving throw, so absolutely. You cast Friends. This person is your friend for a minute.
Only a minute?
Yeah, you can keep
Okay,
casting
we
it.
gotta talk quick. All right, let's go.
You can keep casting it because it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll keep it up then. I'll keep going for as long as is needed.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to make this quick. So, here's the deal. We are all travelers. We're trying to save the world, the universe, and we need to get to what's the planet's name?
I don't know.
Oh, we're trying to get somewhere.
And so this person, this lady pulls her attention to you, Bellaris. I'm sorry, friend, but if I don't know where you're going, I can't tell you if we got a ship headed that way.
How do I know where I'm? Fuck.
Can we do like a remember roll?
So this is
where,
this is your good incentive to begin taking notes.
I have a notebook, okay? I just forgot to write that bit down.
You guys are heading to Kassar.
I was coming back to
It's
tell.
cut
I
out.
have it written down.
It's cut out. Can you please repeat it?
No, it's okay, I got it. We're heading to a planet called Kaser. Have you ever heard of it?
Jesus.
Kassar, yes.
Upstairs.
We should have a ship heading.
Clementine.
We should have a ship heading out that way. Probably tomorrow. I can go and talk with Dorothy, our head of inventory.
Okay,
Yeah,
that would be.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I haven't really introduced myself to your friend here, friend. I'm Amelie.
Amelie?
Amelie.
Amelie, like the
Oh.
movie.
Like Emily, but they didn't know what to name me, so they named me Amelie.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I like it. It's
That's
different from
very
any name I've ever heard.
clever.
There's Dorothy in inventory. I'm gonna go get him.
Okay, we'll wait here. Thank you, friend.
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell it? A or O?
UHMILEE. Amelie.
We can tell Kieran's starting to run out of creative juices.
No,
Nah.
this whole place. I named everyone in here stupid names. I did it on purpose.
It's the slow thing that Kieran does to make himself happy and give us funny little giggles.
Yeah,
Because we meet the most random NPCs who have the weirdest names.
we'll
The biggest stories.
So-
It's consistent, and we love it. I'll never forget Bigelow. I never will.
Never.
I will say though that 2 minutes later, Amelie comes back with 2 people in tow.
Uh-oh.
There is a wood elf.
Okay. Wait. Before Clem, what's your like persuasion and everything?
2.
Like, who should do the talking? 2. Okay. Let me do
Okay,
the
but
talking.
I also, because I'm part of a guild, does that give me any kind of bonus?
Here's the thing though, you lied. You lied about what guild you were a part of.
Oh.
That's the guild I was part of.
You said you were part of this guild. You lied.
When did she say that?
I never clarified. I told her that I saw her in my dreams.
When you first came in here, you
I
said...
said
just said
fellow
that
you
guild
did.
member.
I listened to the entire thing.
Fellow guild member. I never specified what guild. We're all part of a guild.
Everybody's a
We'll
guild,
see how this
if you really
goes.
try.
Okay.
Because NPCs' misunderstandings
You're
are
talking.
also my misunderstandings. So they
No,
also
you're
thought you said
talking.
that. So she comes back with a wood elf on one side and an orc on the other side. You watch as the orc walks forward. Hello, my name is Jonathan. I'm the center director here, and it appears as though you have charmed my receptionist. Can I know why this has happened?
Okay. Yes, I will happily tell you. This is the complete truth. I don't know if you have an option to make sure you know I'm telling the truth, but I'll just be straight with you. We're looking for passage, and my friend here is a member of a guild, not necessarily this one. And I'm the one that charmed him. I'll own up to that. But only a friendship charm, not like a mean or really skeevy charm. I just, wanted us to be on a more friendly basis.
With
But
me too. She does it with everybody. Like,
Yeah,
it's nothing.
we're
It's not a
still-
big
we're-
deal.
yeah, we're willing to pay for passage. This was more just to help us start the conversation of passage. We're looking to go to Kassar.
I need you to roll a persuasion.
I'm okay, sure. What
I'm
am I persuading
persuaded.
them of? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. Isaac. Well, I will say this. If nothing else, your stunt got you to talk with me. However, You do realize that that's not a normally acceptable thing, right, miss?
I mean, I've never really cared about the normally acceptable things, so that's not really something that will bother me, but I am sorry if I upset you.
I would like... You say we, is it simply the two of you? I would like your identification so I can perform background checks before we ever even discuss payment.
Well, I'll give you my name, but I don't know if I'm going to pass any kind of background check.
Well, how could I let you aboard a cargo transport willingly?
Well, I don't know.
Guys.
I mean,
You can put her in a box, okay?
Yeah,
you can
you know
keep her
what?
separated. She can be in a box. Okay.
But to answer your question, no, it's not just the two of us. There are 4 of us. And yeah, I don't like, what are you looking for? Like, you can do a background check on me. I'm just warning you that it might not, you know,
You're
be
trying.
Honest.
You are trying to barter for passage on a cargo
I'm
transport.
just trying to be honest.
How am I
with
to know that you don't simply want to steal the cargo transport?
How
If
are
I
we gonna
wanted
get
to-
off the ship?
Look, if I wanted to steal it, that would already be happening. So
That would be
And I
very
don't say that
difficult,
in a
seeing as how
cocky
it's
way.
not here yet.
Well, I'm just saying though, if I wanted to
You
steal
wouldn't
it,
know.
I wouldn't have come in here and tried to introduce myself and been honest with you about charming your worker. I probably would have continued to lie. You can do the background check. I'll tell you my name. I'm just saying,
Her
you
name
know,
is Belle. Just give them your name.
my name is Bellaris Chiron. Go ahead, look me up.
You can just see that he like pulls out his phone and just starts like just typing information. And yours, ma'am. He looks at Clementine.
Clementine.
And so I have a last name on that, or no?
What's the last name?
Family name?
Clementine of Talia. Talia, whatever the planet name is.
All right. And he just starts typing these things in. It's like, your friends. Who are they? And he just starts.
Dr. Enya Hadley.
And Gwynril, I don't know what Gwynril's last name is. Do
Don't
birds
think-
have last names? I made Momovi's laugh. I can die happy.
My camera's out of focus.
No.
Birds
No,
don't
they
have
don't.
last
They
names.
don't have-
Birds
Okay.
don't
this
get
bird doesn't have a
surnames.
last name.
Gwynril the bird.
2 out of our
Yeah.
4 party members have last names.
No, whatever.
Mid-Roth, you
Mid-Roth.
fucking nerd.
Gwynril of Midroth.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Why is my camera not focused?
Well, I will.
You're just too pretty for it.
I'll type your names into our database and tell you what. Come back in an hour. And he just scratches his head and walks away.
Okay, I think we should go try and get some chocolate or something for this guy. Butter him up a little bit more, you know?
Maybe we should get him some butter.
That's a direction we could go.
True.
You're not wrong. We could get him butter.
What is?
Your
Okay,
camera just
I
doesn't
feel
like
like-
you anymore.
I don't need to be liked. I just need passage. It's not that complicated.
So true.
I don't exist for people to like me or enjoy my presence.
I got it. I got him. A nice bottle of wine.
What if he doesn't drink?
He does now.
I guess so. I'm like, what do I have in my inventory?
Okay. Wine and chocolates and flowers that he can give to his receptionist. Because you can totally tell he's hot for her.
How do you? I didn't get that vibe, but okay.
Who wouldn't be?
I don't know.
And we can set them up. I can call Jimmy and see if he can like reserve a table for them.
Yeah.
We'll
Has
be
it
his
been an hour?
wingman.
within an hour.
Yeah.
They can go to dinner.
I will let you guys do whatever the fuck you want to do. This is going amazing.
What to do? Are we gonna
Um,
try and bribe I don't want to bribe him. That's not gonna get us anywhere any better.
You said you wanted to give him chocolate. That's bribing him.
Not as a bribe, just as a I'm sorry I charmed your assistant situation. Maybe I'll get a greeting card. Who sells greeting cards?
I would say at this point, maybe Gwynrill and Dr. Hadley, because of the whole lunch date situation, you guys would run into Bellaris and Clementine outside of the agricultural
Is
center.
there like a Walgreens or something where I could get a I'm sorry card?
What are y'all talking about?
Look, okay, it's complicated. I
Shot the gun.
charmed
Jump the
somebody,
gun.
and it didn't go well. It didn't also go bad though, and now they want to background check us, and I told them it won't go well. But, you know.
Oh, fuck, hold on.
I thought this was going to be easy, and the guy in there is a stuck-up little capitalist.
Sorry.
Who cares about people being manipulated.
I wasn't even trying to manipulate, really. I was just trying to, you know, build a friendly rapport with the receptionist, okay?
What did you
And-
do?
I just casted friends.
Okay.
And then she went and got her supervisor, or I don't know if she went, she went and got the supervisor, and then he came back and was all like, "Can I please ask why you charmed my
HR.
receptionist?" And I said, "Well, to be completely honest, this is where we need to go, and I just charmed her for this reason." And yeah, and then he said to even debate letting us on board, he would need to background check us, and that's when I warned him that
Wait.
that's when I said you won't be happy with what you find, but you can do it.
I'm legally dead.
Oh.
We're transporting a dead body.
Well, maybe you should have shared that with us.
I've talked about the fact that I have died before openly, like in real
No, I
conversation.
got that, but I didn't know that you would show up as legally dead if they look
You-
you up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do people just randomly die every day and then not have that happen? I was a goddamn mortician. You think I wouldn't like have that process set in place? It was
don't
ready to
know.
go.
So I can't wait to see what these background checks come up
I would
with.
say,
'cause
I'll
two
go.
of us don't have last names.
But also,
One of us is a criminal and one of us is dead.
And
So-
if they, I really, well,
Is this like
Okay.
a whole Avatar thing where you know, we
No.
you don't want to know, you don't want people to know that you're
Well,
alive?
yes, a little bit.
Well, that
It
I
is
do
like
know
a
that you don't want
secret-
people to know because we
Yeah.
don't need your crazy people coming after you. But
Yeah. And I don't really, but like, I don't, it should be fine. And if they find out, then we're gonna kill him anyway. So
yeah,
it's
we'll
fine.
cross that bridge when we get to it.
But also, maybe not. I don't know. It is a little scary. That's kind of
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Belle, I think we need to get those chocolates.
I do think that might be a good idea.
Okay, so let's go find some chocolates and a
Yeah.
I'm sorry card. Where do we do that? Karen.
We could make one. Hold on.
Yes.
Get creative.
Arts and crafts store.
One.
We're gonna make
Yeah, literally,
chocolate.
like what? If you just guys want to find like a corner store, you can just tell me what you
Yes,
want, and I'll just
I
tell
would
you how
like
much
to
it
find
is.
a little corner store, please.
All right, you find a bodega. What do you want?
Want the
Just some-
Merci chocolates that you see the commercials for to say thank you. The Merci chocolates.
Okay.
Oh, I see. And then a card that just says I'm sorry, and I'll use the pen that's at the register to sign for shit, and I'll say I'm sorry that I charmed you, and that's all I'm going to write.
Okay.
Not even sign it.
I'll just write. I'll do a dash and then put B. And that's it.
Succinct.
Okay,
Sweet.
we've got our shit. We pay for it. I don't know
Mhm.
how much it will cost.
If you're just buying a card and some chocolates, like 6 copper.
Okay.
We're using the party fund because we barely used the 100 gold, so.
Okay, yeah. And now we traipse ourselves back over. Has it been an hour?
Why not? Sure, it's been an hour.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we go in and present our gifts.
All right. So you bring the receptionist the card that says "I'm sorry I charmed you" and the chocolates.
No, the chocolates go to the owner.
So you bring the Amelie a card and Donathan some chocolates.
You.
Yes.
Okay. You bring her the card. She'll walk you over to where his office is. Knock. Give him the like. You open the door, and I'm assuming you immediately are just like holding a box of chocolates for this guy.
Merci. Do you know what that means? It's just so it's fancy.
Is there even French?
So the four of you are here now at the door of this office. He's like, okay. Thank you for the. And he just sets it on his desk. Now I have some questions I was not expecting to ask, and I have some questions I was expecting to ask.
Oh no.
Clementine does not exist. She is not in any database anywhere. There has never been any mention of this person from Thalia existing. So that's question
talk to my
one.
Parents. I'm confused too.
I mean, you didn't live in like a big society. Basically, probably didn't see a computer until you were like 15.
That's true. Probably not since I was like 20.
Dr. Hadley is dead. That's a question I did not think, and yet she's right here from the doctor coat that says Hadley on it. Valaris is wanted on many planets.
Yeah.
That one I
told
expected.
you wouldn't like it.
Gwynrill is fine. If she was the only one here, she could go.
Oh, well, it was nice knowing you guys.
I have paperwork.
Just kidding.
Okay.
I exist.
I am very willing to accept that you exist, Miss Clementine. Although it is very strange, but not completely unheard of, that you would not have shown up in a database. So I guess my biggest two questions are, why is Dr. Hadley legally deceased?
Sorry.
And why does a wanted criminal think that she will be allowed to board my ship?
Those persuasion checks, guys.
Haley, you want to go first?
What persuasion? I told you my charisma is 0. Okay.
Well, here's the thing, mister. You can handcuff me if you want. I'm pretty determined to go on this mission. So as long as you get me safely there, I'll do whatever it is that you want me to convince you that I will not steal. What charges am I even wanted for again? Like, I'm curious because I know I've racked up quite a bit. Could you maybe let me know?
He starts looking through the list. All right, let's start with this one.
We're gonna be
Midroth.
I'm also happy to explain some of these.
Robbery, armed robbery, attempted murder, jaywalking.
Got a body count.
Robbery.
Oh no! The
worst
largest
crime.
laughing that Sophia is.
All right, next, Azora. This is just all parking tickets. I'm gonna ignore that one.
Okay,
Hey.
thank you.
How you got a parking ticket yesterday? How are you here?
I don't even have a car. Like a.
Isn't your ship still there?
Oh.
You've been getting parking tickets every
It's gonna
single
get
day
towed.
for the last 2 years.
We might want to deal with that soon. Or maybe I can call them and pay.
My God.
I'm not setting up a fucking
Your current
payment plan
estimated
for your
fine is
goddamn-
24,000 gold.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
Oh, I might just have to steal
Default.
my ship then.
Declare bankruptcy.
Don't say that in front of the man who just asked you why
I'm
you're a
not gonna
criminal.
steal his ship.
It doesn't. I I would love to explain to you. But to be completely honest with you, you're probably not gonna believe me. I'm a holy woman, born again kind of thing. Got really into it, you could say. And went through a whole rebirth. So, emotionally, spiritually, some would even say physically. So, my husband declared me legally dead. It's not my fault. I'm working on getting it resolved. We're separated as of right now. It's a little complicated, but family drama, you know? You don't need to hear all about that. What matters now is that we are all here, and I understand. No, I completely understand.
No, I'm pointing to myself because Rose turned the camera off, so I can point at myself.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just get a sticky note.
Okay.
I didn't mean to turn it off. I didn't realize it was off.
Oh, it happens. It's right next to the mute
I was
button,
just doing something weird. He's just like, I first of all, I want you to roll a deception check.
Let's see how it goes.
At that bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
Can I help her at all?
You didn't say anything. You didn't do anything.
Didn't say anything.
Well, I know, but like...
No, it's gonna be a great roll. Don't worry.
Oh yeah,
it's
fantastic.
Gonna go so well. It's gonna go so well.
96.
So yeah, of course. On a d20.
Yeah.
It's cocked. Hold on.
Oh god.
It was 16.
16.
It's
Okay.
high,
Okay.
So I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. He's just like, that is, you're right. Not the weirdest thing that I've ever heard.
Fair.
Still, I don't want to. I
get it. You can lock us in a room. We just really need to get to Kassar soon.
Oh.
We'll do whatever you want. We'll work.
I'll sign something.
I'll make sure that she doesn't, like, steal your shit or do weird things. I
You don't
oversee
need to
these
make
people.
sure I'm not
Shush,
going
shush,
through
shush.
this time.
I'm a holy woman. Shush. He's gonna...
Okay.
No, I've got it. Okay.
Here is
Okay.
my offer. The next ship for Kassar leaves in the morning. And then he starts like checking his computer. 10 a.m. It will take roughly 5 days to reach Kassar. I will allow you all to stay on the ship, keep to your chambers. We have separate rooms for in the event that we have to pick anyone up or transport any extra goods. I'll allow you to do that all for 15 gold apiece. And if you sign this piece of paper, and he slides it forward, and it's like, in the event of any loss or damages that could in any way be traced to all of you, you all will be fined a whole bunch, the police will be called, all sorts of incredibly fine text that is very difficult to read.
Sure. I'll sign my name first.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
You all may pay now, or if you need to go secure the funds, as I said.
Yeah. I'll pull out the bag of holding. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, you're already getting it. Good.
Also, thank you for allowing us to come on your ship, despite some very obvious reasons why you could have said no.
Being so kind.
Ooh, okay, so someone typed. Someone
I
just
didn't type-
backspaced.
Anything.
I don't ever look at any of the stuff, so it definitely was not me.
Where did the copper pieces come from?
Made change.
Oh, okay. I was like, hello? Okay, cool.
Okay,
Right.
so now that you all have transport, as precarious as that got, and in case, for your clarification, the cops could have very easily been called.
Yeah.
It was like you are traveling. It's
Yeah.
like there are extradition treaties in the Sapia Conclave.
You're a very nice person. Thank you so much, Donathan.
Thank you, Donovan.
Of course.
And
I love your
Emily.
name.
Amelie is my favorite.
I'll
Okay.
see you later when I go to sleep.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Her
God.
entire face turns red and she just starts staring down at her hands.
Aw.
Aww.
She's flustered.
As you all head out from here, it's probably late, or you guys could still go out and do some things. However, we can cut back to that, because where I want to leave off on the break, something that will happen when you all start to go to bed tonight.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
That means we're all gonna have spooky dreams.
Yeah!
No, just two of you.
Nightmare.
Uh-oh! Nightmare,
That's
nightmare.
two of us.
Just two of you.
That's really scary.
So, first, Winrill. As you close your eyes tonight, you really rapidly open them, and you can see in the pitch black room around you these faint, shadowy, almost like scratch drawings of figures standing over your bed, just their eyes visible, appearing and disappearing.
No.
And you just hear this voice in the back of your mind. The night calls to you. Avenge them. And it's just this visage of these eyes, everyone looking at you. And yours is short and sweet. Simply a reminder. Valaris's is not.
Oh dear.
Valaris, as you fall asleep this night, you begin to feel your mind drifting off into a familiar dreamscape. Your dream this night, formerly that of your old orphanage halls, you're simply wandering them, lost, now becomes rapidly more defined. And all of a sudden, you become fully conscious in your dream. You're sudden meandering, you're walking, you feel awake, alert. And in these familiar halls, you hear an equally familiar voice, though not one you ever expected to hear here. The Countess, her raspy, distant voice pierces into your mind. I said I'd let you ready to go again, but it seems I lost track of. We're heading to Azora, just beyond the limits of the golden plains of Gethsemane, waiting for you to catch up. The iris awakens in 2 weeks' time, and then there's just one left to go before our big plan can begin. A plan you, Bellaris, helped us solidify. We were going about this all wrong, you see, and she starts pacing around you, frozen in these halls. We were trying to have everyone be the hidden head of a collective, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter now, does it? You've proved that. They'll never see. They'll never listen. We just have to burn it all down and start again. You asked why we would back down after toppling the corrupt system in place, why we would let you all figure it out. Touché. We shouldn't. We are immortal, and therefore we should use our immortalities for the betterment of the galaxy, to mold it into our image. A lich, a DNA-binding changeling, a being made of pure magic, and a construct built to destroy. We will exist forever, and with that perspective will come a new galaxy, a new generation, led by us, in our image. Sounds a lot better than letting you guide yourselves into your own golden age, don't you think? We should have been living in that golden age this whole time. We can make that happen, and it's all thanks, and she boops you on the nose, to you. Valaris, a little orphan girl who just says what she's thinking. Thank you. Oh, and since I'm controlling your dream, why don't you think on this for 1,000 years or so? See you in 2 weeks. And it's with that the halls go dark, leaving you alone in the cold blackness of your mind. Time slows to a halt, and while you probably wake up no longer than an hour or two later, it feels like an eternity, a void. What will be left of the galaxy fail to stop this? Either of these threats. Countless deaths, endless suffering, a new multiverse, crafted in their image. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Ooh. Ooh.
See you guys
Heavy.
in, I don't know, 15 minutes probably?
Yeah.
While we all, deconstruct that mess.
Oy.
So, see you then.
Bye.
Bye. And welcome back. When we left off, the party had just taken their long rest for the next day. We had some delightful little dreams, and we're ready for the next adventure. Now, did we want to cut back and do anything that night before? Or did we want to simply just keep moving?
Is there anything anybody needs to do?
No, but the next morning when I wake up, and like before we're heading out, I'm gonna like sit with all of you and say, hey, remember that countess from a while ago? And how I told her plan was stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pretty bad dream last night that I don't think was completely a dream. And she
Hey.
was there. She told me that they're going to Azora, and the iris awakens in 2 weeks. And she mentioned burning it all down and making things new.
Oh.
And in general, it sounds like the world might end in 2 weeks.
What the
Hopefully my letter gets to my family by then.
Yeah, that's definitely our biggest concern. Although I do hope that your family hears from you before, maybe we all die. But I'm concerned more about the maybe we all die part.
Do you think that the Countess would be willing to take care of your parking tickets on Azora?
Ooh.
Okay.
She might if the world's gonna end.
Yeah, that's the least she could do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess then that poses us with a question. Do we want to keep going the way that we're going and pursuing the gift and everything on Kassar? Or point ourselves towards a more imminent personal looming threat that we are 100%, may I just put this out in the open, so not ready to deal with?
Agreed.
We are so tiny and small and weak.
Who could we tell?
When can we level up, Kieran?
Yeah, come on, dude.
It's gonna be
20
soon.
minutes.
It's in my... Yeah!
I don't think he's lying either.
I'm not.
Yeah!
The- Okay,
Um,
don't get too ahead of yourselves. Pick a destination, leave
Well,
Odiri.
I got it. Well,
Yes, we need to get out of here. There's nobody we can tell. We're the only people who can do anything about what's going on there. I mean, we don't know anybody. You're a fucking criminal. I'm dead. These two ran away from their families.
I've got it. I just feel like that we have too many problems and not enough people to solve them. We're just 4 people.
The Githyanki is ever brewing. There's something going on there that's underlying deeper.
You do
This seems-
have friends.
We
Do we?
do.
I would like to make it known you can send magical messages, and in the event that you wanted to have one of your allies look into something. You can pay or get someone to send a magical message. Sending spell.
What
Putin
about Mr.
is still an ally. Mayvice is still
I
an
forgot
ally.
that we can message people to play with us.
Okay, okay.
Muriel is dead, so that's
Yeah, Muriel is dead.
Muriel is dead.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little
Okay.
too much.
So how much time do we have before, like, for the sake of our current situation, can we have enough time to go send a letter to someone and then get on the ship?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's go visit Bigelow. I have a feeling he's a magic shop. Wouldn't he have a magic way to send?
But also, are we going to Kassar still? Because I feel like if we're gonna send a message to Hooten, if I'm assuming maybe that might be the person we want to send to that, he would be much better at political diplomacy than
I
dealing
agree.
with the other issue. So maybe
would-
we need to figure out a transport discussion before, because they think we're going to Kassar, and we're supposed to leave at 10 a.m.
So we're not gonna go to Kassar, we're deciding?
Well, that's what I'm asking. We need to decide what we're
Okay.
going to do before we go send a message telling somebody to do something. You know?
I feel like we should. Oh, damn. Well, here's the thing. He said it's a 5-day trip to Kassar.
Yeah.
That's almost a whole week, and we only have 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Kassar is... So, what I would say is maybe send Hooten to Kassar to talk to talk to Athena, I think was the original plan, or just politicians in that general area to be like, hey, there's a war going on, what's happening?
Yeah.
Because that was the plan originally. We were going to go talk to some people and be like, hey, we've noticed some things.
And maybe Jonathan has another transport going
to...
yeah, we would just pay the same and,
Yeah. To Odiri, correct? Question mark. Where are we going? I'm so sorry.
You are currently on.
We're on Odiri. Sorry.
Okay.
Azora is where the
And we could
Countess
get
and the
my
Council
ship.
are going to free the Iris.
Yes, and that's where.
Azora
yes. Okay,
is
I remember.
where you wanted to get more information on the Gith Mind Flayer War, and
I'm
maybe
still
an ally,
memorizing.
maybe a lot of allies. Who knows?
True.
Kassar is it's the planet from Star Wars where the entire planet is one city. I don't remember what it's called. Coruscant, that's the one. That's what Kassar is. It's an entire city planet. It could have a lot for you. On the other hand, Azora is our allegory to the heavenly plains, the celestial mountains, or whatever they're called.
So here's...
Yeah.
I would say, I feel like a good idea would be to go to Azora, because that's where my ship is, right, Kieran?
Yes.
And if we go there, we won't have to keep asking and buying transport. We could just get my ship back. I know I've got a bunch of parking tickets, but whatever.
And also, if we're enlisting help, it's not fair of us to send Hooten or one of our friends or allies into this kind of situation. That's something that, I mean, the other one can get them killed, but at least they can, like, run if they need to. This is more like, if they don't know you, they will try and attempt to murder you. They are power hungry.
Yeah. Okay. I think it sounds like we have our plans, so
Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Collective nods. Okay.
Cool.
NPC Steve, that did not exist, now exists, and says
He's sitting at the
yes.
bar like, yeah, for sure.
He was listening to this whole conversation.
Yeah, girls. Go get them. What drink did you make, Kieran?
Sazerac.
Ooh, it looks very cool and fancy.
It is. Sophia's mom got me these delightful cups that have gel on the inside. You can freeze them. They stay cold.
Oh, that's
for a
so
long time.
cool. I used to have a root beer mug like that.
Mm.
It's not nearly as fancy. It was made out of plastic.
This
But
is also
12-year-old
plastic.
Me,
That's also made of plastic, so...
If it was glass, it would shatter.
that is a good point.
Yes. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
They work delightfully well.
Hmm. Anyway. Back to Dungeons and Dragons.
It's always Dungeons and Dragons.
It is always Dungeons and Dragons. Sometimes we just have conversations with the all-seeing God. That's just how it is.
Yep.
He's our friend.
And I also give you nightmares.
That's true. Oh my god. Anyway,
I'm
we should
your
probably
best
go.
friend and your worst enemy.
Nightmares.
Yay.
We should probably go find different passage or go talk to Donathan.
Let's go talk to Donathan and see what he has to offer us, because
We
already
don't think
knows
we can
that-
ask too much from Donathan anymore as well.
No, I've got it, but he already knows our story, so I feel like it's not.
True. Good jumping off point.
You
I
know,
I
or maybe
love their
he knows
names, by the way.
something.
Jonathan,
Oh,
Amelie, and Dorothy.
Dorothy? Was
Yeah.
that the other one?
Dorothy was the
fantastic.
guy that you originally sent Amelie to get. He was the head of inventory, and he is also the master of what gets onto and not onto ships. However, when the charm broke, she went to get Donathan, her manager.
Oh, Donathan.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
so let's
just
go.
a little bit wrong, all their names. And
I
that's
love
why
them.
I love them. I wrote them this afternoon.
So we go, and Emily, is she at the front desk?
They're only open, 8-10 hours a day, and you're here during the day hours, so of course, she's there.
Okay. Hi, Emily. We were hoping to talk with Donathan before our current transport leaves.
Okay. He's over in his office, I think. Either that or he's at the coffee machine, but if he's not in his office, just go down the hall on the left.
Okay, you're gonna trust me to walk around this place. Cool.
Yeah, because if you steal anything, you'll be on the cameras, and the police will get called.
I was making a joke, but okay.
I wasn't. I was being very serious.
Okay.
I know that you were. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're short on time. We head over. Is he in his office?
Yeah, it looks like he just sat down because he had a pile of folders that is now a mess of a pile of folders on his desk.
Okay. I give a little knock knock.
And you lower yourself down. He's like, yes,
Hey.
come in.
Hi. Again, thanks so much for your generosity. So here's the thing. Last night I had a vision, and everyone is gonna die in 2 weeks, apparently. And I was wondering if you happen to have transport to Azora instead of Khazar.
The best that I can do is tell you our shipping routes. Either you wait around on Odiri for and he starts looking through things, and then he pulls up the computer. He's like, okay, mass, and he starts scrolling through different transit logs. All right, the next ship comes in 3 days, and that's going to this one, and then 4 days, and that's this one, and he's like, okay, second destinations, and he starts looking. You want to go to Azora? You already gave me some money. I'll say that gets you travel to Azora. Best I can do for you, 8 days. That's the best I can do, and it includes a stop.
Stop where?
Ganas. 4. I don't know why I need to say the number. It's just Ganas.
Okay. Based on my general knowledge, Kieran, this is a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the fastest way? Is there probably a faster way?
Yeah, straight shot.
Yeah, we could find transport directly there.
Okay.
It might take you... You're pretty traveled. Straight shot is probably actually 5 days.
It's pretty
Okay, well, it's
Ish.
better than 8. Okay. Okay. what do we want to do?
You said 2 weeks.
I did.
I think we need to find a faster route.
We have to find somewhere quicker.
Yeah.
That's not going to be enough time. That's a whole week
Okay.
and a day.
Okay. I'll turn to Jonathan and say thank you very much for all your help, and at this point I'm sorry to have given you so much trouble, but as I said, the world is probably going to end. So I think that we need to find faster transport.
Very well. He opens a drawer in his desk and returns to you the money you paid him.
I take 2 gold out and give it to him to keep for his
your
generosity
troubles.
and for overlooking our quirks.
Situation.
Our quirks.
Thank you
Please
for the tip.
don't tell my husband I'm here.
Nothing has been said to anyone, seeing as how you've all been so cordial. I was
Thank
happy
you.
to let this go under the radar and will continue to do so.
Thanks.
Very
I promise
kind of
I
you.
wouldn't have stolen anything.
I am delighted at how pleasant this has been. If you ever find yourselves in the hub again, seek me out if you require transport. You've been trustworthy enough that I'm still willing to give it a shot.
Aw, Donathan
Thank you.
likes us. He thinks we're
Thanks,
cool.
Jonathan.
Thank you, Donathan.
We'll never forget you.
As everything
Never.
Clementine says, charge.
I'm cracking up.
Why does everything feel like a veiled threat?
It's got
Yeah.
energy.
Scary.
So one last thing then, Jonathan. Where do you think we could go to find transport that could get us there faster?
We have 2 shipyards in the city. The hub has... I know they got the box lot, which is, I don't know, less than a mile to the east here. And then in the center of the city, there is... I got that backwards. Kieran got that backwards.
That's okay.
In the center of the city, there is the box lot. On the outskirts of the city, less than a mile from here, there is the outpost, which is the outer parking lot. If you wish to get travel that might immediately accept you, I would suggest going to the outpost. If you wish to get some very, very reliable, but perhaps not so conducive travel to the rest of you, go to the box lot. It's on you.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on the cats because I keep hearing them rumble around.
I can hear it.
I'll let you
It's on the 3 of you.
debate on which one to
Do you wish to go to some place that might accept you, but might be more iffy in terms of hardware, in terms of speed? Or do you wish to go to some place more reliable that you might have to pay more or be more persuasive with?
We can be persuasive.
Are you sure about that? It has not necessarily worked out for us super awesomely so far. I mean, like, surprisingly it has, but it's not very graceful.
We don't need grace.
That's a fair point. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. So y'all do your thing. Let's do a big solid and maybe try to avoid background checks so that I don't have to explain why I'm dead.
And I'm a wanted murderer, so we really need to be careful about that.
We need to not meet any more police officers ever again. Literally ever. No more narcs. None of them. Because if 12 be finding out that I'm alive, that becomes a problem for the general community. Just letting you know. So
I also am very interested in in asking the Countess to clear my parking ticket charges. I think that she might actually do it.
she probably would.
Is there a way I can contact her, Kieran? Like, can I intergalactically call her?
Are you?
I
Perspectively.
So,
Am I what, Momo?
I will
This is great.
simply say no for the sake of brevity. However, there are potential ways of magical contact that may or may not work.
Like, could I meditate and try and see her?
No.
Okay.
That only works with entities who are omnipotent, like gods.
Okay.
She is not. She's just
Okay,
a
so
lich.
how would you recommend I contact her? I want to try and be able to talk to her is the thing and say, hey, look, like, I don't know. She seems to like to give people a fair chance. Why else would she have told me?
Oh, she's playing a game with you.
Mhm.
But
Well, I understand, Kieran. I'm just saying, though, that, like...
if you wish to contact her, and you wish to know the best way to do so, I would ask you to roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Okay. 19.
19. Alright. So, the best ways of contacting someone interdimensionally, which is interplanetary. I'm getting echo.
Try
Check.
again.
Still get it a little bit, but it's fine. I would recommend either a sending spell or... I mean, you could get someone else to do some sort of interplanetary hologram.
No, well, I'll just do a sending thing.
If you want to pay for someone to do sending, you should go to... you haven't really been around that kind of thing.
Which we also have to go
But,
do that.
you know who
for
might be
Hogan
able to
anyway.
do it?
Bilbo.
Said his name wrong,
Bilbo?
but yes.
Bigelow.
Bigelow!
I wrote his name.
Bilbo is from a book that is on that bookshelf. Bilbo is not in this
I know.
campaign.
Mr. Baggins.
Well, whatever. A bunch of books on that bookshelf. Not this one. Too many books.
Okay, so I go to Bigelow?
Yes, you could absolutely go to Bigelow.
I love Bigelow.
Do you all want to go to the solemn spell?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We also have to message Hooten if that's what we're doing.
Okay, we
Yeah,
are
you know
now...
what? So we needed to do this anyway, kind of.
Well,
Okay.
We are
I
all
don't know what
feedback
those
now.
cats are doing.
Sophia, I'm very sorry. Please turn us down one more. If you wish to...
I've already turned you down as much as I can.
Can you all hear her? Oh, she
can
cut
you
out.
talk?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi.
she cut out, sorry.
Mhm.
It's fine. We'll deal with it.
I think we need to decide where we're going to go for transportation first. Then we can because it's probably not going to leave like in 10 minutes. So if we get that set up and confirmed, then while we wait for it to depart, we can send the messages and do these other things.
I agree. Sorry, while I'm crunch munching on some chocolate.
Nom 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 nom. Yeah.
She's yelling at the cats.
Valid.
Okay. So...
Oh, you're good, Gracie.
So what are all of you... You're going to Bigelow's to send some messages.
We should probably go to the box. What did you say the middle one was again?
So the lot in the middle of the city is called the box lot.
Yes, we should probably go to the box lot first, get transportation, then go back to Bigelow's and message Hooten and, if we want to, the Countess.
Okay. So, you start heading on the longer journey towards the center of the city. Unless you wish to, like, a taxi or something.
Probably not.
I'm going to jump really high all the way there.
All right, I need you to roll 1,528 d8s. Get started.
You only have one. Start now.
I don't even have a D8.
Where'd
Is that
your
one of the
V8
ones you
go?
lost?
What
Yeah,
happened?
that's the one that I lost. So I have to get a new set.
Oh my god.
We were just talking
That's
about
the
going to
one
the
you
RPG
need
store
to
after
jump.
this.
Kieran,
Yeah,
you could also be getting
well.
an echo. Well, you could also be getting an echo from the fact that you can hear me talking and hear me on here.
No,
I'm
that's not
also
it.
hearing an echo from your
Oh,
speakers
man.
as well.
Okay, let me use
I'm
my
sorry.
Well, no,
headphones.
wait. I don't hear it anymore.
How many times do I have to roll it, Kieran?
1,528.
Oh god, please don't. Your
D&D
computer's
dice.
gonna break.
Let's see. It won't let me roll it more than 99 times. So
Let's
If
get
I
started.
roll it-
90 at a time.
if I roll it 99 times, I'm at 104. Another 99 times is 101, so I'm at 205.
Let's stop now. Let's stop while we're ahead.
Morgan locked me in my room from the outside.
Well, it's because
so I
her
have-
door opens and she has to keep her cat in her fucking. She didn't want to get up to put the box in front of the door. It's a whole thing.
I'm lazy.
Hello.
Hi!
Thank you.
If you didn't know, me and Gracie live together.
This is a time.
I'm so sorry, Kieran.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Our joke is now over, though, and you guys have reached the box lot. It is a large central spire that juts up from roughly the center of the city. You can see that it is completely circular with these platforms for ships to enter and leave from. It is mostly smaller ships. Big ones cannot land here because it's a skyscraper meant for parking spaceship, not meant for that. There are numerous levels where you can see the upper, sort of 20-ish stories of it are meant for private vehicles, and then there's some that are meant for essentially like Uber pickups. There's ones where you can order ships, but you could also go there and see if anyone's heading off, and I'm assuming that's where you would wish to go. So you could just sort of start heading up and up and up and see eventually there is a transport ship called the Horizon that looks not to be booked, which is the first one that you see like that. And I need to scroll. The ship is. There it is, the Horizon. All right.
My AirPods are not an option right now. The audio was just sounding so bad, so I'll just stay muted.
All right.
And do that.
All right. So there is this ship. It's, you would assume to be up for grabs. It's got this almost like a U shape to it with the rear. There's rear thrusters and then a reverse U up of a set of wings. It looks pretty sleek, looks pretty good. There's no one standing outside of it, although there is a green light above it, which you take to mean that you can walk over to it and it won't kill you. Because, when there's the red light, that means that they might turn their thrusters on any second. You don't walk there.
Mm-mm. Okay. Somebody else talk to them other than me.
I have a +5 to my persuasion.
I don't know if you guys know Jonathan, but he recommended this awesome place.
So do you knock on the door and start saying this?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
We would like to speak whoever's in charge of transportation. See if we can hitch a ride to what's it called again? Azar? Is that Azor?
We're not going.
Azora.
Azora.
Okay.
Hitch a ride to Azora. We need to get there kind of quick. The world's about to end. Yada yada. Who do we talk to about this?
After a few seconds, you hear a hissing noise as the bulk begins to decompress, and the door slowly opens. And inside of it, you just see a tiefling leaned up against the wall, female tiefling. Oh, hello. And she walks down like 2 steps, stumbles a step, catches herself. The name's Devotion. Pleasure to meet you. I'm
Yes.
so sorry about that.
Clementine,
Nora,
this
Nora,
one's
come
mine,
here, come
okay?
here. And you watch as like a 7.5 foot tall Goliath woman walks down. Yeah, what's up? Please greet these ones. I'm indisposed. And she walks back up. Nora's like, hey guys, what's going on? And you see a female Goliath in like kind of, like a trench coat type situation with like just some like stains all over it. And it's like, yeah, I'm the ship's engineer. How's it going? You guys want to ride?
Is it a requirement to be hot to work? I'm confused.
Well, our security guy's not, but 2 of us are.
Yes, we
Of course
need. Yes, we need a ride.
All right. Where are you guys heading to?
Azora.
Sora. All
Good
right.
job.
That's a pretty good one. And she's like, well, the state of our engines, they're good. They work. We're not in any danger. But best guess, maybe 5 days ish.
Hmm.
If you have any issues, it might be 6, but probably 5. Probably 5.
What can we do to get there quickly?
That's probably the best we're gonna be able to do.
Well, okay.
Plan.
All right.
If
So,
that's the case, then why don't we just go
The
with
best thing you can do to get there quickly is a devotion. What's the price? And you just hear like a faint murmuring from the ship. Okay. Yeah, all of you gotta pay 20 gold. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 80 gold.
Okay.
80 gold. And we'll get you there as fast as we can. And that's how you can get there the fastest.
Okay. How long is that gonna be though?
Probably 5 days.
Oh
Maybe
my
6.
god.
I'm
So
not
the
going to lie
flat-
to you. I'm also not going to guarantee you something faster than we can deliver, because then you'll try to argue. We've done this
I know.
before.
No. I'm not saying this is. You know what? I'm not saying this is your fault. I'm a little stressed out right now. I'm a little overwhelmed. So I apologize if you feel like I'm taking this out on you.
I don't. I'm just the engineer.
Okay,
I'm not the
okay.
people person.
Maybe
I've
go
done
take
this
it,
before.
maybe go
though.
take a deep breath, Clem.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Tap out.
So 20 gold.
Yeah.
For each. And what all does that come with? Is there, food? Is
Yeah.
there?
Yes. We got food. We got basic toiletries. We'll get you all up in. Yeah, you're gonna want 4 rooms. I don't know if we can.
I mean,
And
we'll
then
bunk
she
together.
yells on board. Hey Goddard, you okay with if they have your room? You hear nothing back. All right, they're cool if you have their room. So I guess we got 4 rooms for you guys.
Okay. When can we leave?
Looks at her wrist. There's nothing there. 20
I'm
minutes.
in love with this woman. This is an aside. Morgan, in love with this woman. I want to smooch her so bad.
Need a
20
step
minutes,
ladder.
you said?
Yeah, so by the way, Goliath. So she has like black tattoos that like leave to points right above these eyebrows and like leave up to right under these eyes from under here. Like
Yeah,
long
we're all
black
in love
hair.
with this woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
yeah, like I said, like
blushing.
trench coat, like dirty, kind of like work underneath, like work clothes underneath.
Kieran, we don't. She's already hot.
It's real.
I'm just giving a good
He's giving the
description
full
for this character.
experience.
Yeah, well, you know what?
AKA,
I'm
Kieran knows that this
blushing,
is-
So we should move on because she's not even real.
AKA, Kieran knows that this is an NPC that we were all gonna find hot. And was like, I made a
Yes.
full description because I knew if I made a female Goliath engineer that you were all gonna think that she was
Yes.
sexy.
Yes.
I know my audience.
You know your audience,
you fool.
yeah.
Okay. So are we
We-
sending letters?
Okay,
We got
hold
20
on.
minutes. How far are we from where we need to go to send letters?
Whoa! We
Round-
ain't even.
Round trip a
Paid
little
these
further than
people
20
yet.
minutes. You have not paid them yet.
We
Point
got
of it is,
All right, ladies.
If you were in a hurry, they're 20 minutes from snap takeoff.
Yeah. Now, the world might be ending in 2 weeks. That's still 2 weeks. They can get us there in 5 days, which is reasonable, and that's about as short as a time because we are traveling through space and also time.
Yeah.
That's like a whole thing. But 80 gold is a little bit of a chunk of change. Is everybody okay with that? We have 375 left.
Maybe I could negotiate for 15 gold apiece, which is what?
If we aren't rushing, which I don't think we need to, I'm going to be completely honest with you. No matter when we get there, they are going to be doing whatever it is they're doing. You said they're trying to wake the Iris in 2 weeks, correct?
Yes.
And
Iris
they still
awakens in
have
2 weeks.
they still have one other member they have to fully wake up before they can do anything.
True.
So, maybe we try and be responsible, take our time, prepare as best we can, so that when we get there, we're okay. But everybody's gonna have to take a deep breath.
And to give you a little bit of a reminder, because with the 4 of your brain powers combined, I will tell you something that you remember from when they freed the council. They said they needed to free the Iris because they could not free the 4th member without them.
So maybe
Which
if we
means
can
that the
stop
4th
them.
member is somewhere really fucking bad. Because if the 2 of them can't do it, it's a problem.
And what do they want you for, Belle?
I don't
Or
know
are
that they.
taunting you?
What? Repeat that.
I said, does she want you for something, or is she just taunting you?
I think she might just be taunting me. I'm not sure.
And Dr. Hadley, you would remember that Polaris chased after.
Oh, fuck! I forgot about that! God damn it! I forgot about that! I just got mad about it all over again!
Yeah, so there was a conversation that you were not privy to that I will allow you to speculate on.
I don't even remember it, Mo.
Okay.
Oh, I do.
Kieran could tell me.
I have notes. Wait, hold on. Where's my other note?
I was probably doing something slightly sneaky.
Fuck, where's my notebook?
I don't think I would have done anything that... I don't know. Kieran, can you come and tell me what I did?
Everybody has to start taking notes.
No.
It can't just be me. That's a lot of responsibility.
It's a character thing.
My character is supposed to be smart, and I try so hard, but I am a little dummy. Help me!
I got over here. This was back when I was given the delight of being a player. I got the Critical Role Cobalt Soul one. I took notes for every single. Literally, I numbered the sessions. I took such good notes. I want to be a player again. I miss it.
One day, Kieran, when you won't be scary for me to DM, I will DM a campaign.
I'm not scary.
That's true.
Every single time I've been a player, the first session has been that DM's first session, and it's always gone delightful.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, good. That's wonderful. Okay.
We all just want to have fun. We just want to have fun.
That's true. Girls just want to have fun. The girl gang just wants to have fun. So
Indeed.
I'm having so much fun right now.
And if anyone ever wants to DM a one-shot when someone can't make it to a session, I'll play. I got like 40 characters.
We'll talk about it, Kieran. I'd be open to that.
Yeah, by the way, so when talking about that, 5 seconds, I finally got Questionomicon.
Yay!
So this is a book full of one-shots.
That's so fun.
Maybe on screen, maybe not. Maybe off screen. Sophia wants to run one for us.
Ooh, yeah. I've always wanted to run a Monster of the Week one-shot, so that's a possibility too.
Yeah.
But anyway, you talked to Scary Lady.
I did, and I genuinely don't remember what we talked about. Kieran,
I know that.
Can I maybe come over to your office so you can remind me?
Yeah. I'll meet my
Okay.
Oh no. Secrets. Hi, Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How's it going? How are you feeling about our adventure?
Great.
Yeah?
I'm asleep.
I'm
Wake up!
stressing out.
It's gonna be okay. Especially if we're leveling up. I'm gonna get some badass spells.
I don't know. Maybe that's how I can spend my time, is to look at possible what happens when I level up. What can I
Cat!
get?
Kit! And also, like, we don't have to, like, kill them. We just have to stop them from doing what they're doing. The Countess was scary to deal with beforehand. I think this was before y'all's time.
Oh,
Hi, Kieran.
Hi.
Okay, I'm fully aware of what happened.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
So what the fuck does she want
That's
with
all.
you?
I honestly don't really know. I think just that I'm a wizard and I'm a criminal, so I think maybe she thinks that I would want to help her, but I don't. So,
Hmm. Insight check.
Interesting.
Go for it.
You're probably telling the truth, but also, I'm a skeptical person.
Making us
Right.
turn on our girl gang members.
I insight check everybody. Y'all bitches lie. I know it. I do too.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is it 15 plus 7? What the fuck are you hiding? Nothing?
Valaris, do you want to
Oh.
roll deception or simply allow a 22 to work?
so if I allow the 22 to work, does that mean I have to tell the whole truth, or like
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Yes.
I know everything.
Absolutely.
Okay. I need to think about this for a second, ladies.
Oh no.
What did you do, Belle?
Technically, I didn't do anything.
What are you
happened?
going to do, Belle?
Valaris opened a black hole.
No. Okay, so listen, this has to be a judgment-free zone, miss. I'm legally dead and my husband
No, I'm
can't find out
listening.
where I am.
Shit's wild, but go ahead.
So here's the thing. I don't really like being small and not having power, and that's how it was for most of my life. And I have some goals, okay? I shouldn't be, convicted for having goals.
What are
And
these
what-
goals?
Would just I just admire the Countess's power. That's all. I would never want to work with her or any of her associates.
Mm-hmm.
However, I cannot lie and say that I'm not interested in pursuing a similar career path that starts with the L word. It's the L word.
Love.
You want
Lesbians?
to be turned...
Yes, that one. Yes, Clementine, and that's where we can stop the conversation.
No. So, what you're telling
Kieran
me...
is on the ground.
You killed him! He died! What are we gonna do? He's gone.
Lesbian.
So what you're telling me, just really quick to summarize in this judgment-free zone,
Yes.
you made some sort of pact or something.
Oh
with
no.
or you, loosely had a base conversation
Yes.
about becoming a lich with a woman who tortured us because you admire her power, and now we as a collective group are going to the place where she is about to awaken some freaky fucking deity that's probably going to try and kill us. Not deity, just a thing, probably. But it's definitely going to try and kill us, most likely. and you weren't gonna tell us about it?
Well,
Ooh. Go ahead.
I mean, it's not that I wasn't going to tell you, so none of you asked.
Oh,
Okay, you cannot put this on
motherfucker.
us.
I should pull out my I'm gonna pull out my pistol. I swear to God.
Wait, go ahead, shoot me. Then
I'm
you
not
have
gonna.
no chance
I'm not
because
gonna.
I'm the only one that has a relationship with her.
But you need to understand that whether you like it or not, I get that you were a lone wolf for a really long time. That's fine. You are a part of a collective now. You have to give a shit about other people or you're gonna get us killed and it's gonna be your fault. That will be on your conscience. We deserve to have information. We're being honest with each other. That's the only way we get through this stuff alive. Especially
Your
something
heart
this
to
big.
us.
Yeah. If you want power, that's fine. We all have scary motives. Most of us want to kill people. But also, there are other ways to get power than working with people who are going to entrap you into something that you don't want to actually be a part of.
Yeah, so
And I know I'm one to talk.
No, I'm not gonna, I understand I should have told you, but I will make it clear that I don't have intentions of working with the Countess to try and achieve that kind of power. The only reason I asked her, though, is because she would know, but I would never trade any of you or myself over to her for that kind of power. Or anybody else. If I want to do that, then that's my thing, and I have to achieve that by my own means. I'm not going to sacrifice one of you or anybody else to do it. But
I'm
as
not
far
saying that you would willingly be sacrificing us. But the more people she gives power to, the more powerful she becomes, because then you are indebted to her. If that means that she needs more power, and she knows that you're willing to take it, we are disposable. And that's okay. I mean, if you really want this power, but I guess then our conversation is, what are we doing here? Why are we going there?
Well, I don't want it now necessarily.
So we could use that to our advantage.
Well, I'm not saying I want to do that. I'm saying that,
yeah,
far in the future, it's something I am interested in looking into. And she was right there, and I mean, I'm sorry, but how often do you see a lich that you can talk to? And I wasn't necessarily worried she was about to kill me after what we had all been through. So I just kind of was like, hey, I see what you are, and that interests me. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sorry I didn't tell all of you, but I mean, I don't know. It's not something I really want to go parading around. I know what
We
becoming
hear
one.
you. We see you. We're upset.
That's valid.
But we hear you and we see you because we respect you with our feelings and our emotions.
True.
Is there a way we can use this to our advantage, though?
Yes.
Of, maybe...
Well, she probably doesn't know that she won't know that you all know this now, so...
So,
I don't know.
could we, use this as a way to help deceive her or persuade her?
I don't know what the options are. I don't want to be a double agent because that seems too dangerous.
It's too risky.
Yeah, I don't really want to one day be cursed to actually have to help them or something. So
okay, fair enough.
Their morals, we've talked about the fact that what they want isn't necessarily a bad thing. They want change, but the way they're going to implement it is not good. So it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be violent right away. We could start a conversation, and if it doesn't go well, we could just be a little bit more.
Persuasive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if things don't work out, ultimate goal: stop them from releasing the iris.
Yes.
If the iris gets released, follow them to wherever they're going and make it hard as hell for the next thing to stop, to be freed.
Mhm. Yeah. Like, I just don't want you guys to think that I agree with approach or that I
No.
want ultimately to be evil and terrible. That's not my goal.
I just think you need to be prepared for the fact that she expects that.
Mm.
Or at least sees a seed of that in you. And if
Yeah.
there is, whether you're telling us or not, which I don't think there is, but that takes self-reflection, you might want to handle that sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. Thank you for being honest with us before we went there. Even if it was by force. I appreciate it. But I think the best thing we can do now is let Hooten know what's going on. I miss
I also
him.
want.
Oh,
Playing
I
Fallout
love that
4 right
Momo
now.
guy.
Is it confirmed?
I got him on Steam. He's playing Fallout 4.
Nice.
Is it confirmed that we are using this company to travel, or are we gonna check in with the other one?
Oh, I think we should travel with the Horizon, right? That was the name of the thing?
Yes.
I think
Okay.
they're really cool. And,
Okay.
well, were we gonna try and... I'm so sorry. Were we gonna try and persuade them to be a little bit cheaper, or no? We can pay the 80 altogether is fine. I just
I
wanna make
know
sure
that we
everybody
can
was okay
afford
with
it. We could definitely ask, though.
that. Okay. If we're... Because I
15.
don't think we're also not in, like, a super big rush to get there. Like, we need to get there, but I'd rather us also not be poor if we end up stranded on a planet, you
agree.
know?
Yeah, my persuasion is a 5, so if
Okay.
anyone can beat that, you can try and persuade, but if not,
I
I
cannot.
can.
I don't think anyone beats that.
Literally
Okay.
no one can. We don't. Clementine is maybe the only other person. Me and
Okay.
Gabriel
Nope.
are silent.
Okay, well, how about I ask them to do 15 gold apiece, because that's what we were going to do at the other place, so...
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk with Nora.
Yeah.
She...
Hi.
Yeah?
So, we're just wondering if there was any way... We've kind of reflected on how quickly we need to get there. And I'm not saying that we want you to take your time getting us there, but we wouldn't have to go as fast. And in that case, I was wondering if we could maybe knock the price down to 15 gold per person.
I want you to roll a persuasion.
We'll help out with anything that needs done around the ship too. We're not averted from
Oh,
working.
easily 22. Hopefully.
Alright. For you. 60 gold.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey.
We'll do our
Yay!
best to get there in 5 days, but if the worst comes to worst, 6 or 7.
Now we have 315 gold.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Now, if you need anything else to do in the city, go on. We will not leave without you. And you can just see as she gets off the ship and walks towards a nearby little console, clicks a couple buttons, and the sign above them flicks to red. Means that the ship is yours.
Yay!
Yeah.
This is so fun. I feel like a little bond happening. Maybe it's just because they're cute. It's probably just because they're cute.
We're cute. That's why we're bonding.
Yeah, that's true.
So I do want to send a letter to the Countess because I really do want to see if she'll clear my parking tickets.
Okay.
Okay.
Girl, what?
You
Well,
will send
happening?
a sending message, Countess, or a letter.
Okay.
Which one?
I'll do sending because it will happen to me.
It will. And you also wanted to send one more, or was it just to the Countess?
I think we're gonna send. Are we still? We're sending Hooten to Kassar. I'm sending Hooten to Kassar at
Yes,
least.
I agree
Yeah.
with
Try
that.
and-
initially.
Okay.
We should do that.
We were originally we had such a plan when we started out in this episode, and
I
then
know.
literally dreams happened. And we said, "Haha, never mind." To everything we did in the first half of this episode.
The first half wasn't meaningless.
No, it'll come back up later, probably.
Yeah, that date's definitely gonna come back.
Oh, absolutely. Bigelow
It's
is
gonna
the
come
love
back
of your
in
life.
5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
So, was there anything else, or did you simply wish to go to Bigelow to send 2 sending messages?
Just
And yes,
Bigelow.
I have the player's handbook
Bigelow.
open. The wild magic section.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Okay, we're at Bigelow's.
You are.
I think we just need Bigelow. And
So,
nothing else.
You head to Bigelow?
Biggie.
To the solemn spell. And he's like, "Oh, hello! Hello!" And he walks over behind the counter. Clearly, you know, it's like my watch. It's like noon. He's
Yeah.
fucked. He's gone. He's
Oh my god.
plastered.
Hell yeah, Bigelow.
Hang
He-
with him.
I'm
He's
gonna
just-
look at him and go, I'm gonna say, you're pretty.
Thanks.
Oh my god, okay.
Like, what you need?
You got any sending spells?
He checks his pockets. He like flips them inside out. Yes.
Nice.
Cool. Could we maybe have 2 of them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Great.
What'll it run me?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Alright,
he
just
said,
take it.
uh-huh.
Take
it.
Take it. I'll give him a little kiss on his cheek. I'll lift him up like
Give
a
him that.
cat, and I'll just put him down.
It
Okay.
probably smells like raisins.
You're so
not
right.
far off.
That honestly,
But
yes.
as you peck his cheek,
Okay.
fireworks illuminate the shop. The inside of it. There's
God.
explosions from all corners.
Holy
As-
fuck!
Aw.
As you watch as his eyes, like animated hearts appear over his eyes.
Oh, that's
Um,
adorable and sad.
So he's like, who do you want to send the messages to?
Oh. Oh.
Oh
Do
well.
we have to tell him?
Yes.
Yes. That's part
Yeah.
of the gig.
He has to
Okay,
be
well, I
familiar
don't know
with
if
the
I
target.
could do it on my own.
It
I'm
has to
sending
be
it
through
to a
him.
countess on Azora.
A countess. You got a name?
We know people.
Do I, Kieran? I
The
don't know.
Countess.
Yeah, so her name is Isabella Ayana Maxim.
Oh, Isabella.
No, we
right.
did know
I have
that.
the name written,
So,
so I'll send it to her. He's drunk. How do we know he's going to send it to the right people?
It'll be okay.
you watch
Well,
as
Donald's magic anyway.
the wild magic flashes and he begins to levitate in the air. He's like, "What is your message?" As like a series of spells act on the little man's body, and he begins to float through the air.
I say to her, "Hello, Countess. I am coming."
I forgot their number.
Wait, it's okay. Wait, no. So this is the. I have to stop it. These aren't the real words.
Yes, it
This
is.
is Sophia remembering that I only have a certain amount.
Oh god.
No,
Let me
more.
think about my message for a second.
I just tore my second player's handbook.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Get it together, Kieran. Come on now.
Worst
Not
DM.
until I've had at least 3 players' handbooks.
Then he can get it together.
I'm joking with you.
Okay.
You've used like 7 words.
Okay, can I restart my message though? Because
Mm.
I would like to actually.
No, You said, okay, Countess, this is.
Damn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Belle. I'm
Yes.
coming to Azora. Can you please clear my parking tickets? How many words do I have left?
13.
Oh, okay. It would be very helpful and give us a real chance.
3 more.
I love you.
You owe me.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
In response, you watch as slowly but surely, Bigelow floats down to the ground and returns to you the message of your parking tickets. Okay, yeah, so, she's really confused. She got the message. She understood what I said, but, oh.
Uh-oh.
She does not sound happy.
Uh,
Does not sound happy.
And it's not my job to make her happy.
oh God.
Period.
Well, at least she knows you're coming. At least.
Yes.
Okay. She just sent me another message. And another message. Okay. Oh God. Okay. She knows who I am now. Do you have any other messages to send? She's
Yeah,
threatening my life now.
To Hooten, and she won't hurt you. You're fine. Harmless, really.
Uh-huh.
I can hear my father downstairs.
If
I don't-
thought you were dead.
Oops,
Oh
anyway.
my god.
Zoinks, probably.
Me too.
But I would like to send one to Hooten. Was he on Kassar, Kieran? I forget.
No. So Hooten did not tell you where he was going.
That's so cool and so fun.
But you could you adventured with Hooten for a minute. You can describe who Hooten is, give him his
Mhm.
name, his backstory, his race. Theoretically, that's good enough.
Okay. You think I would have gained more knowledge about the man. He is kind of closed off. But I wanna send a message to him really fast. I'm gonna say, "Hi, Hooten." Oh, it's Enya. I'm counting. Sorry.
I'm at roughly 7. No, 5.
No. 4.
4?
Hi, Hooten. It's Enya. 4.
I count.
Oh
No.
my
Okay.
god.
Good to know.
No, it's 4. It's 4.
I don't know where you are, but if I could ask a favor, can you do some digging on Kassar about everything going on with the Gith? You don't owe me anything, but it's important.
That's about where your message would end.
Yeah.
In response, Bigelow starts blinking around the room.
Oh no!
As he teleports every 6 seconds for the next minute. But his return back to you in cut off words over the course of the next minute is, yes, he can do some digging. Strange things have been happening. He keeps hearing some names he heard when he first met you guys. His team has left him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's bad.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Well, at least now we know where he's gonna be. Maybe we can, if we make it out of this alive, we can see him. Because I assume we go to Kassar next.
So,
Oh,
thanks for sending us the message, or sending the messages for us,
Oh.
Biggie.
of course.
Thank you, Bigelow.
My pleasure. And now,
Okay.
if you're interested in looking at the black hole blade, as you're all walking out the door,
Bye,
Bye.
Bigelow.
bye.
Owen, bye.
He's really trying to pawn that 500 gold sword off on you guys.
Yeah, that's rough. Since none of us use swords.
Poor guy.
It's a cool sword, he says.
No,
as
it's
you
a really
leave.
cool sword. It looks super cool. It just doesn't really. Anyway, um,
Cool.
we should probably. I think that's everything.
Yeah, so we get on the ship and
Yep.
boogie out of here.
You head
Damn,
towards
now I'm
the
all worried about
horizon.
hooting.
What was that?
I said, damn, now I'm all worried about hooting.
Yeah.
God damn
As
it.
you guys head back towards the center of the city, towards the box lot, you all board the horizon. You watch as the captain, Devotion, greets you all again as Nora interprets. And you all head out towards Azora. You're also introduced, by the way, to Goddard. He is a human man. You are told by Nora that he is mute. You watch as he signs things towards Nora, who interprets for you all. He cannot speak. He simply nods and motions.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
Wave.
He just waves back and continues checking things over as the final check before you guys take off.
Fantastic.
As soon as you guys do take off, you all reach level 5.
Yay!
And
I'm
now
so excited!
we are going to do two
No,
things.
we haven't leveled up in so long.
This
I know.
session will end as soon as we are done with these two things. All we have to do is level up and roll to see if we have an encounter on our first day of travel.
No! Anyone but
Will
me
the
roll it,
encounter happen
please.
today?
The encounter
during-
might happen today.
Depending on how long
I
leveling
was
up
just gonna
takes.
ask if I could level up later with you, so that's why I asked.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm so
Because-
excited.
Just because I don't know if I want to take a blood hunt in wizard.
I forgot.
I think I might do blood hunter because I kind of want another bonus action, like another curse.
So, what blood hunter and wizard levels are you? You're 1 blood hunter, wizard 3. So blood hunter 2,
Yeah.
you get your crimson right, and you get a fighting style. You do not.
What's a crimson right?
Crimson right is where you use a bonus action to cut yourself and you deal extra damage.
Okay.
You do not get an extra blood curse at level 2.
What do I get at this level of wizard? If I took the level in wizard.
An ability score improvement and spells. And spell points.
What? Oh,
Hey, Kieran, I just leveled up my proficiency bonuses.
Yes. +3.
Yep,
You
and
guys
then
are all level 5.
my feature says extra attack.
You do get extra attack at level 5.
You can attack
Really?
twice instead of one. Yeah.
Do I have to,
So
like,
where would I
physically
put that in
level
my
up somewhere?
Well, so, Clementine, gaining
Yeah.
another level in Ranger simply gives you extra attack, I believe. because you are using standard ranger, correct?
Yes.
Yes. You get an extra attack, and you get one more spell known, it looks like. You get a first or second level spell known.
I love spells. I love spells.
The
Where can I
only
find-
thing I need to know from any of you is if your hit points or your stats change, which the only ones I think stats are applicable to is if Bellaris chooses Wizard.
My hit points changed, but
Well,
everyone
yes,
How would
everyone's
it-
hit points change.
Yeah.
How would
I
it
don't know how
improve
any of
my
this works,
stats,
so.
Karen, if I go wizard?
Because you get either an ability score improvement or a feat.
I'm coming,
Ooh.
Gracie.
What,
I don't
and
see
for
any
ability
option
score
on here.
improvement, can you remind me? So,
You-
like, what could that apply to, and how much is it?
You either get a +2 to one stat or 2 +1s.
Ooh, I could fix my perception. Okay, I've made my choice. I'm gonna go with wizard, and I'm gonna do an ability score to perception, so that now it will just be.
So,
If I'm at -1 now, what would it be?
so you want to increase your wisdom by at least 1. So your wisdom is
I want to
currently
do 2.
well, your wisdom is currently a 9 and your dexterity is currently a 15. My recommendation would be to increase your wisdom to 10 and your dexterity to 16.
Oh.
That would not only improve your armor class, but also improve your perception.
Save up there.
It's complicated, but it's better. If you did not want to do that, you
Yeah,
can
but
instead...
my armor class isn't that bad.
Well, if you raise your wisdom to 11, it would not do anything as if you raised it to 10. So what you could do is you could take a feat that would only raise your wisdom by 1, but also give you something else.
I don't know. See, this is why I need more time.
We can
Sick.
talk about it in
I got
between
three
weeks.
skill levels
But if
up.
you want to get something like that, you can say that you're taking Wizard and we can talk about something else.
I am gonna take wizard. I don't want my perception to be so bad anymore. So that's definitely the
Okay.
way I'm going to go.
Okay. You do have also robotic eyes that give you advantage on visual perception check.
No, I know. I just don't want it to be a -1 anymore.
Okay.
You
Then
okay,
if you're
Gracie?
taking Wizard, why don't you roll your hit points?
How and what do I roll for it?
You roll a d6 and add 2 to it.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, re-roll that. Re-roll once.
Ooh, a 4.
4. So you add, that's a 6.
$33.
Yep, alright. And next, Clementine, you are taking a level in Ranger, which gives you extra attack and an extra spell known. Is there any help that you required leveling up?
No, I'm just looking at the different spell options for a ranger right now.
Have you rolled your hit points yet?
No.
Okay.
What do I do for that?
You
Sorry,
roll
I
a
was...
d10 and add... We're a little bit past you on the scroll wheel thing here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because you're next. I could pull up the picture, but instead I'm gonna wait. +2. So you roll a d10 and add 2 to it. If you get a 1, you re-roll it.
Is this the D10?
It is, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Roll a D10 and then what?
Add 2. If you roll a 1, re-roll it.
Okay, I rolled a 3, so then
No,
5.
Okay. So your current hit point should be 50.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm still doing okay.
Yes, you are. You are doing pretty good. Pretty damn good. Dr. Hadley, what have you decided to do?
So I'm just regularly leveling up and all
Alright.
that jazz. I did have a question about a feature because I'm still getting used to having like channel divinities and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So for destroy undead,
Mhm.
it says when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, it's instantly destroyed if its CR is lower than the threshold for your level.
Yes.
So, is that can I only use Destroy Undead if I'm using Turn
Sure.
Undead, or can I use it separately? And also, what does it mean if it's lower, if its CR is lower than mine?
So, okay.
Because it gave me like a thing.
When you use Turn Undead, it also destroys undead.
Yeah, because if they fail it, instead of them running away, they just literally like explode.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Unless you do not want them to be destroyed.
Okay.
Your threshold level is currently 1/2. It is visible in the player's handbook, page 59.
I guess just what does that mean?
That means
like my threshold level.
So I can see the challenge rating of any enemies you face. Challenge rating is based on how hard they are to beat.
Okay.
So if they're skeletons or zombies and you turn undead and they fail, they blow up.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure that that's what that was.
Yes.
Awesome. That's pretty much the only thing I had questions about. My max hit points is 38.
Alright, so it's gone up by how much?
By 7. Because I think I had 31 before.
Yeah, I'll double check that later. I heard 38 and I heard +7. I'll see if they match.
Yeah, let's say. Yeah. But otherwise, if anybody wants me to prepare spells, like specific things, I now have capital A lot of them to pick from. So like if you need specific things, you have to tell me. You have to tell me because I have to prepare specific spells at the beginning of the day.
Oh, you only have a certain amount. Okay,
no,
now
like
you
I
have
can
more
only
spells
have
than you...
I have access to a fuck ton of really cool spells.
So
but if
you
we
now
need
have
like
16 spells, I think.
Yeah.
Because you have your 6 auto prepared, plus your 10 daily prepared.
I'm really excited about now having Vampiric Touch and also Animate Dead. Those are things I'm very stoked about. But also, if there are things that we need, like find traps or like some weird shit like that I don't normally prepare, because I have ones that like I keep in my spell slots because they're like
They're runes.
They're staples, you know?
Detect magic. That kind
exactly.
of stuff.
Yeah. But if there's something specific that we need, I know we're not typically used to having a cleric. We need to like make sure that you tell me if you want like something in particular that day, because I can't make everybody happy.
No, that was Zach in campaign 2.
I said we didn't have one last campaign.
It was just Zach for the last like 8 sessions or whatever.
True. Yeah.
Other than that, I've never had a cleric.
I like clerics. I think they're really cool.
Me too. My first character was a cleric.
I think that they're underrated. I think that clerics and monks are underrated.
So, speaking of monks, Winril.
Yeah.
Gracie!
Do you know what your maximum hit points are or have increased by?
It's what's on your screen right now. I didn't see what they increased by, but what she has is right.
Okay.
38.
38. All right, you guys are matching.
Yeah, twins.
All right. So for next episode, these will all be updated to their level 5 stats. Bellaris will figure out what spells she takes and what ability score or feat she takes. Clementine has done range level 5. Gotta pick her spell, but like a lot less important than literally everything that Bellaris has to figure out. Bellaris took that level in Bloodhunter and delayed all of her level 4 bullshit with you guys.
Oh, that's okay.
That's fine. Level 4 and level 5 are a lot.
Yeah.
When you hit level 4, when you hit level 5,
a lot changes.
Those are milestones. And then it's boring until like level 11. Yeah.
Oh,
that's so cool.
What? Like, so I'm looking at spells right now that a ranger can cast, and one of them is Fog Cloud.
Yes.
What exactly, like, what would be the benefit of the fog? Because it's not really giving me a good description of like how that could be used in battle.
Creates cover. If you cast
Okay.
Fog Cloud, no one can see through it in either direction, either the caster or those on the outside looking in. Fog Cloud creates cover. Say, when Sophia was playing Zarya, an airbender, she could make a fog cloud and she could run around inside of it and no one would know what she was doing.
I'm so excited. I forgot that necromancy is rad as fuck. I
Did you see that with, okay. Wizards, get your act together. Did you see with the 1D&D, they're changing a lot of spells, like the schools that they're in? Yeah. Some of those are pretty interesting. Some of those should have been that way all along. Like all the healing spells being changed and stuff.
Holy fucking shit. Do you guys want to hear some wild stuff that I can do?
Absolutely.
I never looked at the spells that I was supposed to be able to use in the future, because I kind of was like, I'm going to let Enya be like this little enigma. She'll figure out what she is along the way. We'll build her as we go. Here's a baseline. Not like in a way that she didn't have any base, but like I wanted it to be osmosis, I guess. I didn't know that feign death was a spell, and that I can just make somebody look dead.
Yeah, that's an iffy spell. So
It's interesting,
can't just
but
get
it
up.
seems, yeah. So it lasts for an hour.
If you need someone to see dead for like a little ploy, if you need it to make like someone think like an assassination target, think that they're dead, great. Otherwise, they can't move for an hour.
And they have resistance to all damage except psychic damage.
They're awake the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like, I didn't even know that was a fucking thing you can do in D&D. Probably because it's not super useful in most situations, but that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Now that we've leveled up for the most part, and you guys have taken off from Odiri, you begin your first day of travel, and I would like someone to roll a D100.
I'll do it.
Okay.
One of them is cocked. 72.
72. Please, then, Bellaris, roll me a D8.
Okay.
Well, he gets into some shit.
There's
a 2.
2. All right. As you begin taking off, maybe 8, 12 hours later, in the middle of the night, all of a sudden the ship begins to shake as you hear shouting and red lights. As unexpectedly, an asteroid field has appeared in your path.
Nice. Nice.
And as the pilot begins to evade, you hear impact after impact. And lastly, you hear a shout, "It's headed straight for us."
Oh my god.
And that's the end of our session.
No!
That's just mean.
That's kind of mean. We don't know if it's an animal. We don't know if it's just asteroids.
You don't?
Another ship?
Well, there's 19 minutes left. We surely can't resolve that in that amount of time. So we will resolve it next week. On the next episode of Icarius, the Black Between the Stars.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fun. I'm so excited now we all have fancy things.
Mm-hmm. You guys have reached level 5, left Odiri. You got your next mission on track. You have Putin headed to speak with someone on Kassar about the issues from the whole entire fucking Githyanki Mind Flayer War. And you guys are headed to deal with the Silence Group. Is there anything else that you wish to say for this episode?
Thank you, Kieran. It was super fun.
Yeah, Bengals are winning 2017-10 in the fourth quarter. So.
Woo!
I'm trying to get my fucking webcam to focus.
Not
but I
for
don't care.
how's it feel, Kieran? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
Don't be
gonna go to
sad.
bed for 24 hours. Thank you. Sorry. Winroll was sleepy. She was a sleepy little kangaroo.
Mhm.
Okay.
If there's
But she'll kick ass next week.
yes, as next week we will continue the adventure. Thank you all for joining us, everyone, and yeah, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.